Hey guys, sorry for the lateness on this episode. Just a pre-warning, this episode was recorded in about August-September time, so the topics are a little bit old. Again, apologies, but I was on hiatus and had other things to do. So anyway, Happy New Year, here's the new episode, season finale, bada bing bada boom.
Yeah, welcome to the Noisecast. Take a seat and just listen up, you dumb ass. We're gonna talk about stuff and shit, and when we're all done, maybe you can suck our lollipops. Cool, baby. What, you expect me to say like dick or wiener? Wiener. Sweet, dude.
Oh, I'm a saint, I'm a soul. Feel it in my bones, feel it in my toes. I'm a saint, I'm a saint, I'm a soul. Feel it in my bones, feel it in my toes. I'm a saint, I'm a saint, I'm a soul. Oh, hey guys.
Hey,
Hi.
how you going?
Welcome.
Man, that was beautiful.
I like
Welcome
that.
I felt like serenading the entire podcast before we started. So, hey guys, welcome to the Noisecast beach episode finale, season finale. Grab the suntan because summer's over, and this is going to come out in November.
Yeah,
so
it's really cold. We should have thought about this better.
So wait. So it'll be Australian. It'll be an
November.
Australian fucking winter because they're hot during
Yeah.
winter.
Yeah, it's true. We all got in the wormhole and went to Australia.
exactly.
That's why we're on the beach episode.
I'm your noise boy from the North, Zeromaster, and it is fucking cold over here, bud.
Hey?
So I suppose am I next?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. I'm Skoringo, noise boy of the West, and it's funny that everything is cyclical, as we said on the podcast, because one of the first things that happened when we started this podcast is that Australia was on fire. Now California's on fire. Ain't that great?
It's all come around full house.
I want to watch the world burn for what it's done. Sorry, I just feel like singing today.
Sarah's a really singing mood. Hey,
it's a
it's me,
singy-songy.
Xcaliborg, the noise boy from Australia. I've had a band-aid on my leg for the past 4 days, and I'm afraid to take it off to see what's under it.
Oh, you should totally rip that off live.
I
dude.
should
It's a
probably take that
wallaby
off.
bite.
Where do you think
Yeah.
the wormhole came from?
My leg?
It's under the
My
band-aid.
leg?
He's like Moroku from Inuyasha, but it's in his leg instead of his hand.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh, beautiful.
I'm Doom TV. I'm from the East and she's Danish.
You can't say that.
I'm sorry.
Doom, I can't
You can't
fucking
say the
believe you
F
said
word
that.
6 times in a row.
I'm sorry. We didn't have one in the whole last episode.
No, we
Okay.
didn't. We didn't say
I've never
you.
heard you say something so offensive yet so brave at the same time.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I worked very
I agree.
hard on that.
Well, I hope you're proud of yourself.
Subscribe to the Patreon to get the unedited podcast. No, I'm kidding. Don't do that.
The Patreon, which we totally have.
Hey, guys, we have a special guest today.
Oh, do we? Who
It's
is it?
fucking nothing.
Oh,
It's nothing. That's the
Nothing.
fourth
Jordan,
Josh.
Can you please pop up like a one of those like icons for like Skype or MSN Messenger when somebody doesn't have a profile picture?
Oh, yeah.
Have it pop up for
I'll
a
do
second.
that.
Have it go whoop and then ooh.
Woo! I was so pissed off when I edited the video last. Josh was supposed to come from a purple flame, but there was no purple flames. They did for some reason when I exported the video. I even watched the video and I swear I saw the flames, but YouTube didn't.
Did you
Oh,
turn that
man.
layer off?
No, I didn't. I kept the layer on, so it must have just. I don't know. It's weird, but there was purple flames. I guarantee you. I'll even fucking take a screenshot of it later if you want. But yeah, there was
all
purple
right.
flames. He came from the depths. Anyway, I just wanted to say that because it looked really weird when he just arisen from like nowhere.
But
It's
doesn't
very
that
strange.
make sense? He was doing nothing. He came
He
from
was-
nothing.
yeah,
Yeah.
he was.
Yeah.
He came from nothing, the depths of nothing.
Yes.
So I think it's only appropriate for our beach episode, and since it's just the four of us for the first time in like I don't know, fucking months.
yeah,
I know.
yeah,
I missed
a long
this.
time.
I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Let's.
Yeah,
I mean,
fuck our guests.
I have too, but I've just been like, I'm so excited for some of our future guests. Like, I'm so excited. There's
Yeah.
like one in particular that I'm just like, oh, I cannot wait.
No,
Like,
we've
I'm
got,
just
we've
like, I
got,
can't
we've
wait
got
to
some,
do it.
Samesies.
we've got
we got
some
a
good
stack
shit
lineup.
next. Yeah, we've got some good shit for next season, my boys and girls.
Yeah. Season 2 is shaping up to be the best season.
I mean,
And it's
but-
only
what
been
else
two.
do we have to
It's
go
only
off
been-
of?
It's only been
But,
one season.
I think now is probably a good time where we just kind of talk about, what's going on right now. Because
Yeah.
we've been doing this podcast for over a year now.
Oh
yeah,
my god!
yeah. The
There's a lot
anniversary
to-
episode was last time, but we didn't really make it a thing.
Yeah, we didn't really
I
think
didn't-
about it. But like,
yeah.
I mean, So, I don't know about you guys, but I've been doing podcasts for a while. So this is like not a new thing for me, but I want to know how you guys feel about this. You know, a year in, are you happy we're doing this, or are you like, this is too much bullshit, I want out?
I fucking love it. Like, I mean, I also do
shit.
As we discussed on the Josh episode, the JTVA episode of Josh, just so we're clear on what Josh, I did bring up the fact
trio,
that I do a podcast with him, the Midnight Verse podcast, and it's like, and I gotta say, between doing that and this is like giving me a whole new appreciation and love for the podcast world, and I love being a part of it.
Yeah, I mean, like, what's another thing is I never used to listen to podcasts. This is I would only listen to our podcast, but then I started listening to like obviously like Cold Ones, and I know this is a very do you really? I listened to a few of the Joe Rogan ones, but like
Joe Rogan's, I like watching his clips. I'm not a big fan of listening to the full
essentially
podcast.
What I do. I watch the clips. I don't really watch the whole podcast.
Which is, I guess when he's going to Spotify, I guess the clips channel is staying. It's just
I think so. But like Cold Ones especially, I think maybe it's because I'm an Aussie and I sort of understand the whole.
We gotta get you on that podcast.
It's not gonna happen. I don't even know who I am.
Look, I will tweet Matt's mofo and be like, "Yo,
fly Jordan down to Melbourne so he gets coronavirus."
I know you Aussie cunts are big shots and whatnot, but I got a smaller creator who's also an Aussie cunt who you could have on
Aussie cunt
and get drunk with.
Aussie cunt, they would drink me under the table. That's the thing, bruh sound effects too.
Nah, I'll come out of retirement. I'll put them to shame.
Have you seen how fucked they get? Come on.
Yeah, but like, see that's after maybe like 100 drinks. Oh, hey, you never know. They might be lightweights. We just don't know.
Facts.
But Jordan, I want to see you get drunk on Cold Ones with. Are
we going to rename our podcast Lukewarm Ones?
Lukewarm.
Shut up.
We should name the episode Lukewarm Ones.
Yeah.
We're out here on the beach. We forgot the ice. All we have is lukewarm ones, guys.
You should do what we should. Yes, we should do a new intro, and it's like that.
And we are here in the Noisecast with the coconuts on the island.
I got a lovely bunch of coconuts.
But just think for me, like this podcast is great because it's like I usually like you guys know me. I like structure. I like order sometimes when it comes to things because it just makes my life easier at the end of the day. But sometimes you just gotta shoot the shit.
In the background, this music, I'm like, in this soul, like.
Is it from my background?
I think so.
My brother's listening to music while he plays Call of Duty. So
that's cool. That gives us some
nice.
I mean,
music.
We're probably gonna have episode in this music. We're gonna probably have some little music in this episode anyway, so you might not even hear it.
I think it's impressive that he's playing on the beach at all. You'd think there'd get sand in his controller.
He has an iPad set up. We brought Zero's brother because I mean he just wanted his brother there. Yeah. I don't know why.
Is it really loud? Because I'm seeing waveforms on my fucking thing.
Not really. It's like
it's just kind of distant, you know.
Oh, I turned a fan on too. I hope that's not feeding back on my mic.
I can't hear any fans.
What the fuck, Zero? We're supposed to be really professional.
All right. We just had names put up in our fucking previous episode, dude.
Well, you know what? Fucking, it got hot in here, and I turned the fan off because it's not great. But yeah, no, like this, like I like this podcast because it's more chill, and I feel like when we have a guest on, it's not like an interview discussion thing. It's just like they're here to hang out with us.
We're just here to vibe.
That's why I like Cold Ones, because they just fucking talk shit, and then they have sponsors, and it's funny. But like that's it. Like they just talk shit.
And by the way, that's not to say that I don't like my other podcast, Hunter-Based Podcast I do, where we do interviews and shit, or we have like a structure or something. You need that sometimes, but this is cool because we can just chill and hang out and do stuff like a Halloween episode and shit.
Or a beach episode, which is this episode.
And a beach episode, which is what we're doing right now.
That's what we're doing right now.
There's always a beach episode in the anime.
True.
So,
it's also cool because like this is just kind of like a slice into like what we're really like. Because in all fairness, we was already pretty much doing this shit before we even decided to hit record. We just all get on like Discord and have really stupid fucking conversations. So.
We should speak a little bit about the origins about this. I mean, like I know we kind of did at the start. Like episode 1, we were like, "Oh, this is a bit like this," but I think
I don't. It's funny because with origin stuff, I'm a little fuzzy on how I met everyone.
Okay.
Like I know. Hold on. You good? Are you winning, son?
We had air horns, and now we have backseat gaming. And
You're winning, son. I love it. Yeah, well, I mean, I met Zero because Zero reached out to me about liking one of my K-On! videos that literally parodied his
somebody
parody.
linked me K-Oi, and I'm like, oh, fuck, this is really cool.
I was
so
like, oh, the real Zeromaster noticed?
The real
like, bro,
Zeromaster.
This is awesome. I used to watch Zeromaster all the time.
Oh, man, like, I think when I met you, Zero, I think it was Mike who introduced...
Mike is like, he networked me with everyone.
Yeah,
Mike is a networking boy. Shout outs to Mike.
In that second wave or whatever, third wave, whatever the fuck it is.
I shout out
to Toradora, the obviously abridged parody show. That was
he introduced me to a ton of people, so I'm not surprised that's how it was.
I originally was the network boy, and then he became network boy. It was like an interesting trade-off.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you were kind of like that, Charles. Because I knew you through. Well, you and I talked because of Dokuro-chan. We're almost getting to about 10 years of knowing each other. By the way,
yeah,
that's
we
fucking
are
crazy. Yeah, because it's my 10 years on YouTube this year. I'm not going to say it just in case this comes out after the actual 10 years.
Oh shit!
Yeah. Oh shit! But yeah, like that's just crazy to think about.
Yeah.
And Doom, how the fuck did I meet Doom? Was it you through Charles? I'm pretty sure it was.
so, like, yeah,
I think so.
I think, like,
Because I didn't meet you when you were doing parody stuff. It was after.
Yeah. Funny enough, though, Zero, like, you were the first name, like, that followed me on Twitter, which I thought was weird because, like, I'd been watching Just Five Guys and shit like that. Like, I'm like, yo, I know who this guy is. Like, and that's kind of cool. And I got cool with Charles from doing parody shit. And then it just sort of been like, Charles has kind of always been like my still into the whole community. And then, like, it was just like, yo, we're doing, I think he told me about Discord too. And he's like, hey, let's pull Zeromaster in here. And hey, let's pull Jordan in here. And then it was just like, yeah. That's where I met you two for the first time. I don't think I'd ever had a conversation.
And James was there. I'm pretty sure the original idea was we were going to be doing a podcast with Disaster and Spencer and stuff, but like that just sort of fell through because they got real busy with shit. And then we were like, all right, we're not going to do that anymore. It's a bit hard. So we were just like, why don't we just fucking sit down and do an episode of a podcast? Well, that's just us four. And I mean, like James was there to like sort of get the ideas flowing. So he's technically like the fifth noise boy. I'm pretty sure we've talked about that.
Yeah, he's our fifth Beatle, our butterscotch to our South Park.
Yeah, he's our Ringo. Absolutely. Because I want to be the fifth Beatle.
Okay.
Is there a sixth Beatle?
Well, people argue it's Charles Manson, but it's not really.
Look, guys, I'm just taking Donatello of the Noise Boys.
Yeah,
that's
fair enough.
To fame.
That's fair.
I mean, my character, who I'm not going to talk about yet until season 2, has purple hair, so there you go. But,
hey, look out.
Here's a blast from the past. Does anybody remember what the original name of the podcast was kind of going to be?
Wasn't it going to be like
the Clan of the Duck? That was what it was going to be called. I remember.
What was it going to be called?
It was the Clan of the Duck. That was Disasters. Like, you know the episode of Rugrats? And they go, the Clan of the Duck!
That was like what it was the OG idea, and then it turned into Jinkies, and then it turned into Noise Boys.
It was Jinkies! I remember!
Yeah, I remember Jinkies.
Jinkies, dude.
Oh, man.
Can we change it to Jinkies?
No,
this episode's now called
Rebranding.
This has gone from the beach episode to the Halloween mystery episode, like Zoinks, guys.
Well, especially since I want to keep it as a Very Noise podcast, especially since there's now that Igor song called Very Noise.
Yeah. Igor did a song about us. That's my canon. That's my head canon.
Igor, come on the podcast.
I watched that video.
We already have a guest.
I was listening to Igor before they made that song, and they're fucking ridiculous. The band is so weird. I love them.
Oh, it's great.
I watched the video and I said, you can't tell us that we didn't have anything to do with it.
Yeah, remember? Because I sent it once, someone else sent it, and then Doom's like, guys, they made a song about us. I'm like, I've sent this like twice.
Well, I remember you guys like a couple months ago sending it, and be like, guys, you see the song? I'm like, yes, you sent it 3 months ago.
It's true.
I know about it.
It just keeps coming
lost.
up.
Things get
Y'all need to get
lost.
checked for Alzheimer's.
Yo,
Jesus
things
Christ.
get lost in our Discord chat.
it's
Jordan
true.
will wake up to 400 messages from us.
Yeah, straight up. I'll try and find a screenshot of the best day when I woke up. There was like 310 messages on the fucking screen.
Was
I'm
that
like,
the day
whoa.
you put it on
like
fucking
literally
Twitter.
right now.
Was that the day I was
yeah,
watching
put it on Twitter. I'll try and find it on
Kikassia and we all
Twitter.
just started talking about Nostalgia Critic and Kikassia for like 5 hours?
Oh my
Charles,
god!
can I just say there was a tweet you made the other day that had me in fucking stitches.
Which one?
I think it was about it was like Joker. Was it Brother of the Joker or whatever it is? What does he say?
Melvin, brother of the Joker.
Melvin, brother of the Joker. Yeah, but it was like in context of something so fucking funny, and I can't remember what
It was
it
in
was.
the Batman trailer, wasn't it?
Yeah, so the Batman, Matt Reeves' Batman with Robert Pattinson, there's a scene in which Batman beats the ever-loving shit out of a guy who looks like a Joker thug, and I shit you not, it looks like modern-day Doug Walker bringing back that Melvin, brother of the Joker.
I hope it was.
It wasn't, but like he apparently did a tweet about it and be like, oh,
that's
he
what
looks
made
really...
me laugh, because I just pissed myself. I thought it was so funny, and it was so underrated. I'm like, why has this got more retweets?
Unfortunately, Melvin is something very niche. You know, people hadn't heard about Melvin, brother of the Joker, like before Oni fucking Plays did it. Like,
it's true.
Yeah, I mean, like Oni Plays is like the best.
Everything
I want to get Oni on the podcast.
Everything cringy I watched back in like my early YouTube days, they talk about, and it makes me feel shame. But then it's like, yo, I can't believe I wasn't the only one.
They made it's. I just said it's true, so that's one counter. Like I was saying the other day, I think it was with you, Doom, and that was yesterday. They're like talking about stupid Mario Brothers, and I'm like, bro, I used to watch that when I was like, fucking like, how old? Maybe 11 or 12 on YouTube. That was the thing I watched the most. And like they still make videos that channel, but I don't really watch it because it's a bit cringy. But like it's just crazy how they bring up this shit that like I thought it was a very niche thing that nobody would know about.
They got some deep cuts on there. Like I'm not gonna lie.
Absolutely.
Like I especially love it. Like I don't remember which playthrough it was, but I especially loved all the Rugrats shit they did. Not the games, mind you, but like whenever they'd bring it up, I'm just like they would say shit like the triangles go with the triangles, and I would
triangles go with the triangles.
I would always just open my shit up, and I'm like, fuck, I wasn't ready for that.
Oh, the triangles go with the circles.
The circles go with the triangles and the foils.
Oh, Rugrats is such a great show. It's really funny. It's really easy to make fun of it too.
That fucking sequel show.
Yeah.
Thomas and Pickleson.
Whatever the fuck it's called, Grown Up or whatever.
Yeah,
the fuck it is.
That was the only quote I quote from that is that there was an episode where
There's
were playing.
a lot of porn of that.
That's unfortunate because they're still underage. There's one quote from that show that I use a lot, and it's because there was a whole episode based on a card game, like a Pokemon / Yu-Gi-Oh / whatever, and they called it "You Gotta Go" cards.
Yeah.
So like every single time I go to Yu-Gi-Oh, I'm like, "Hey guys, you ready to play some You Gotta Go cards?" And everyone's like, "What do you mean?" Because they're all like,
it
"Oh,
sucks."
like bro, it sucks." Because I'm like me and Akash, my friend, very good friend of mine. We both quote that. It's like, you gotta go cards. Like, we just all fucking always say it, because me and him used to be big on Yu-Gi-Oh! Well, I still am. He's not.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just a very niche joke, but I always remembered that one, even though the show was kind of bad.
Funny joke.
Yeah.
Funny joke.
There's a lot of Nickelodeon properties that don't hold up over time.
Oh, absolutely. Invader Zim's good, though. That movie was fucking fantastic. I don't know. Did we ever speak about the Florpus on the podcast?
I think we might have touched on it.
I know it's a long time ago now. So
that
like, it
and Rocco
really...
came out in like the same 2 weekend period. Like, and it was
that was a good time.
Yeah, it was lit. Like Netflix was doing good things, and then they fucked everything up.
Everything up.
Netflix is the only user interface I've ever seen in my entire life that as soon as you learn how it works, they say fuck you and they change it.
Then they change it.
They change it. Yeah, it sucks. Oh, dude. It's annoying. But oh well. It is what it is, I suppose, in this day and age. No, I didn't.
It is what it is.
Oh my god.
Well, what happens, Zero?
No, my brother's just broing it up in fucking Call of Duty.
So he is winning, son, just to make sure.
Go
There's-
away, Dad.
Are you winning, son?
I'm okay, Dad.
He's not even listening to me.
Okay, Dad. Go away, Dad.
Fucking Barkley, shut up and jam, guys. Shit. I'm playing more of that tomorrow night.
Why are you
Fuck.
talking about King of the Hill again?
Yo, because we love it. Like, we can't
love-
help
yeah, we
the
love
things
King of
we
the Hill.
love.
Let's have a 5-minute discussion about how good King of the Hill is, just because
Oh,
we
man.
can.
I actually,
let's.
me and Josh from the last episode actually did this not long ago because I made the argument that King of the Hill is or Hank in general is the like perfect sitcom middleman of a dad. Like he
really is.
Yeah.
like he's supportive but still questions
him and
things.
Maybe like Bob from Bob's Burgers is sort of like the same kind of deal. right?
Yeah.
yeah.
I still wish I could do that voice. That really, hey guys, it's me.
Let's just get Josh back to talk.
Yeah, he was really good at that. He does sort of sound like it.
It still fucks me up how much he sounds like H. John Benjamin.
All you have to do is just be incredibly lethargic about it, and you can pull off a John Benjamin. It's not hard.
It's really
Benjamin.
not.
Just
Benjamin
get a little gravelly and like just completely drop out any sort of like emotion. And then
Doom's
you have
pretty
John
good. You're pretty
Benjamin.
good at it too. Hey, it's me.
See, it works.
We're in the danger zone.
I was just about to do Archer. I could be like,
No, the whole episode's just going to be about this.
Brendan.
Hey,
Brendan,
we're both talking to each other. We're both the same guy.
Whoa, there's a lot of John Benjamins on this podcast.
This is the John Benjamin cast.
jeepers, this sucks.
Oh.
You think he's actually like a good voice actor, but people just fucking tell him to
no,
be John Benjamin?
Honestly,
My show's been canceled. Yeah.
Oh, speaking of cancel shows, there was a big bomb dropped today. Not to date the episode. Yeah, Charles is really mad about this. Yeah. The old Venture Bros, man. That is a big one. Yeah,
I wasn't
Charles is
expecting
very
Charles
upset.
to get so passionate about Venture Brothers.
No, for real. Like, Venture Brothers is like one of my top 10 favorite shows ever. Like I put it up there easily with Twin Peaks, BoJack, and a lot of my other
It's funny.
favorites.
I was in a call with a bunch of other people, including our good friend Vegeta396, and he's like, "Oh
Hey.
no, not Venture Brothers, not that shitty show." And I'm like,
Oh,
"God damn it, Brandon!
Oh,
you don't like anything."
Brandon, fucking curse you, Brandon. Curse you.
Brandon, come on the
Brandon.
podcast and we're going to settle this.
Season 2.
I just want to have a fucking talk, Brandon. Let's just have a little dialogue, pal.
Charles, put that fucking gun down.
No. It's okay. It's just a little dialogue. That's all.
Charles, your criminal record is going to come back.
Brandon, I'm putting you on blast, motherfucker.
No, but seriously, this is genuinely just upset me. Like, I'm sorry, but like a lot of my humor, like pacing and writing and like kind of style of pathos, I do owe to the Venture Brothers. I started that shit back when it was season 1. Like, it's funny because when it debuted, I didn't even know it was debuting the night it did. But I still remember the episode where they're in Mexico. I remember it very clearly. I'm like, oh, this is a new show. I should watch this. And then I just had to be like, I gotta watch more. This is awesome. And I loved it. And I've loved it ever since.
I've seen very little of the show, but I really appreciated what I did see.
Fucking good. Like, like what really upsets me about it is like it's genuinely one of the most well-written, well-animated series out there. Like it's genuinely smart. It's really funny. It's just this sucks. 2020 can eat a dick. Like this is the nail in the coffin.
This year has been pus for me too.
Let me put it this way though. When it comes to something like Venture Brothers, it could have become a Simpsons. Like
I wanted one more season, and here's why: because it genuinely leaves on a cliffhanger.
Oh, that sucks, dude.
Yeah.
Like
I hate that. That
just I really hope Netflix or Hulu or Prime is just like, yo, we'll give you one more season.
Surely Netflix will. Like Netflix
or Hulu or even
HBO
Max.
Yeah, that could work. We don't have that. We don't even have Hulu here in Australia.
It sucks too because apparently they were informed of this while writing season 8.
That's foul. That's foul.
That is. Speaking of Netflix, I mean, I know Charles has watched it. Mm-hmm. I don't know if you guys have, but Gretsuko season 3 just finished.
Baby.
I need to watch
I
that.
have to watch
baby.
that. I have to watch
Yeah,
that.
you
Guys,
both-
did we somehow roll into title pending? Like, what the fuck?
No.
No. We're too early. It's just more of like a because this was something I was gonna bring up for one of my picks, but I just wanted to get a little small discussion out of the way before I get into it. I guess if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, I love the show a lot, but I'm really on the fence about like Retsuko herself. And I've been sitting there thinking about, I feel like she is very, very underappreciated for a lot of characters. She just seems very, I don't know. I know the show tries to make her seem like, I mean, like she's a great character, but like there's something about her that's really irking me that just sort of, I don't know, especially I'm not going to spoil it, especially like the last like few scenes.
Right.
Like it just rubbed me the wrong way. I don't know what it was.
I think we could have a discussion about that, you and I, but like probably after podcast.
Probably not on the podcast.
I'm sorry, I still haven't seen it yet.
I feel like it just comes down to like no character has after a while shows just start trying to take perfections away from characters to make them a little more relatable, I guess.
That's good.
I haven't finished the
she's
show, by
always
the way.
been like that, and that's a great thing about that show is that she's not perfect. She's absolutely the furthest from perfect, but like just some things like I don't know. Maybe it's just because I really like another particular character and I want them to succeed, but it's just anyway.
I mean, season 2 was full of a lot of shit that kind of was like kept me on edge. So.
This season's really good because it was unique. It followed completely different plot. Like
it's
not so much. It's not a spoiler to say.
No.
That
it's. I'll say this about it, like without spoiling it. It's less about the office life and more about what everybody's doing outside of that.
Yeah, and I'm glad that they focused on other characters and not just Retsuko. This whole not just Retsi.
I know.
You know, like just a few more characters, and I was really surprised to see a lot of them come back. So I thought, you know, they're gone for the show for good. Like they're not going to come back, and then they don't even shoehorn them in. They literally make a purpose for them to be back. Yeah, organically in that sense, which is really good.
That's kind of what Netflix's like angle is, though. Like after a while, like when they have a property, they eventually just like give more characters like a lot more time. Like we saw that in F is for Family with that one Rosie episode. You know, no spoilers.
F is for Rosie.
No spoilers or anything, but it happened, and it doesn't take away from the actual story. But the thing that I like about Netflix shows is Netflix does give you a lot of characters, and a lot of them you do want to see more of. So I definitely think I'm going to have to watch this season knowing that there's a lot more other characters that I actually like.
This season seems like it's the Haida season, if that makes any sense, which is good because he's my favorite character.
Haida's the best boy.
I fucking love Haida.
Who's the girl?
That's because Haida needs more love.
I love Haida, man. But then again, there's like a subplot that makes me go, "Aw," and you know, like it's. Anyway, I'm not going to say anything. It's really good. It's funny. I'm not. Actually, no, I'm not going to say that. I was going to say I'm not a furry, but that's
how it starts. God. It starts with Gretzko.
Listen, guys.
Then Jordan. One day we're just going to catch Jordan watching fucking B-Stars or.
Bro, I'm not even going to touch
B-Stars. Guys,
yeah. What's
Tony was converted into a fur, and he introduced me to his furry friends today. And
oh no,
yeah, they're generally nice people.
No, they
are usually.
Yeah, they're all trying to get the guy from ICP to yell at the fursuit companies.
Icy wiener, crud.
Oh my god,
Icy wiener.
Jordan, I'm telling you, it starts with the Gretzko, then you're gonna be binging B-Stars, and then eventually you're gonna get to BNA-ing. You're just gonna.
And then I'm going to see inflation fart porn on my fucking timelines.
I mean, I want to watch BNA anyways because it's Studio Trigger, but like, I'm already behind on Studio Trigger show. I still haven't watched Gridman. I need to watch it.
SSSS Gridman, whatever it is? Or?
Yes.
Oh, that one's sweet, actually.
Gridman.
I watched 2 episodes specifically for the purple-haired girl, and I never watched anything ever again.
You know what's funny? Sometimes I'll look up like henshin compilations and stuff, and I looked up the Gridman one, and all the top comments are like, "I didn't know this had a live action series," and I'm like, "Yeah, what do you think the SSSSS stands for?"
Yeah, Superhuman Samurai Cyber Squad.
Superhuman Samurai Cyber Squad.
Yeah,
it stands for Super Hydraulic Instantaneous Transport.
I love the fact that got an anime. Like, I'm like, you know what? I didn't ask for this anime, but I'm sure glad they're giving me it.
I remember when people were watching it, they're like, "Oh, have you seen Gridman?" I'm like, "Do you mean the original '90s show?" And they're like, "What are you talking about?" I'm
okay.
All I know
it's
about
Gridman.
Gridman is there's a girl with really, really thick thighs, and it's like
Don't get me started,
obnoxious
Jordo.
Oh boy,
No, they save lives. They save lives out there. Thank
they
you.
do. They keep you afloat.
liver and onions.
Shout out to some thick thighs appreciation. Jordan, if you could animate that for us, we appreciate
Listen,
you, thick thighs.
Just put up the holy thigh bowl. But listen, as Iron Mouse has said on several occasions, thick thighs make a dick rise.
They save lives.
And they brown brick.
And they Minecraft.
And then they Minecraft. Yes, that is what the
makes
yes.
no
That's
sense.
watch.
Funny?
Some dickhead in fucking Minecraft's gonna mod like a thick thighs fucking thing.
Please do. I'll play it. I'll watch it, and I'll play it.
Oh, this is interesting. I dug into
you
this.
are, so I'll do the
dug in
reading.
and found some thick thighs. I'm going to add those to my inventory.
I will say, I'm still like, I don't really care about Minecraft, but because a lot of some of my favorite streamers have been streaming it lately, I'm just like, that looks kind of neat.
Yeah.
You're finally trying to. I mean, like, also at the same time,
I'm just not into the whole building thing. I don't care about
Minecraft up until like this year or last year or whatever. So,
I'm just not into the whole building thing. It just seems kind of boring to me.
You just want
That's
a
fair.
quest, I presume.
I just bought myself some fucking Mario Lego, and that was awesome.
Oh yeah,
Did you see that on Twitter? Yeah, it was fucking sick.
Yeah, I love how they shadow dropped that fucking presentation, so I didn't have time to fucking stream it. Thanks, Nintendo.
Yeah, and I
thanks,
found
Nintendo.
out about the Holy Grail like yesterday. I'm upset, Nintendo. You should have sent me an email.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, it is. I love Nintendo. Don't get me wrong, I really do. But this year has been very strange for them. I don't know what the hell they're really doing.
The fuck are you
I
doing?
know this year sucks.
They're
like, let's
creating
be
a
real.
scalpers market. They're creating a
Like,
scalpers market,
they
Jordan.
are. This year sucks, and we all know it. But like, it doesn't. You can't use that as an excuse for everything, right?
Yeah.
What the? Hey, Bob! Shouted Mr. Krupp. I've had just about enough of your shenanigans.
I'm sorry.
Oh, the end of Evangelion sure looks crazy.
Yeah,
It's
mixed
true.
with fucking
It's
Captain
true.
Underpants.
You're gonna have to
Dude,
put that image up
I
there,
love
bro.
Captain on. Oh yeah, I'll put it on. I'll put it on the screen. We'll pin it.
Wait,
How do
were
we
you
pin
guys
this?
just quoting Captain Underpants? Is that what I was missing?
Yeah, that was Captain Underpants. Yeah, right there. Hey, Bob.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to derail from Nintendo.
Also, yeah. That movie wasn't actually too bad. The Captain Underpants
it was
one.
actually pretty
I
decent.
thought it was quite cool.
One of the best animated
I was
I
very
movies
haven't
I've ever
seen
seen.
it yet, but I want to
It
see
was
it.
very nostalgic for me because I used to read all the Captain Underpants when I was a little baby.
I used to read them as well, yeah. So
Yeah.
that's kind of why I want
It
to
was
see
very
it.
easy reading, and that's what matters.
Yeah, you could kill one of those books in a day, and then you still had fun doing it. Like the one.
you could kill it in about 2 hours. Not even
Oh
that.
god, guys, can we talk about some of our favorite children's? I guess they're called light novels these days, but are children's novels like novels that are short.
Light novels are a Japanese thing.
One of my favorite was the Sonic the Hedgehog novel, and I wasn't even a big into Sonic at the time, but I had this novel, and it was only like 100 pages, and I've read it like 1,000,000 times. I wish it's around here somewhere, but it was really good. It got me more into the quote unquote lore of the Sonic franchise. It's just too bad I can't
There's
remember
a lore
any of it.
for Sonic.
Yeah, if he takes his
But I read it
feet
a
off
lot.
the Chaos Emerald's cry, that is part of the lore.
And then Chris Chan comes in and goes, "What are you doing?"
Get out of here! This is where my
Chris, when did you get in
outta
here?
here.
How did
Yeah,
you
I'm
get
the
in here?
special
We're at the
guest.
beach, don't you
No,
remember?
the dimensional merge brought Chris Chan to us.
There's Chris Chan in the beach with his medallion and his board shorts that look exactly like his shirt.
The dimensional
He's
merge
like,
is true, people.
I'm swimming. Watch me swim.
Christina, I thought you were banned from here.
Yeah, I guess so. And she leaves.
Bye.
Oh, see ya. Anyway, my book, I guess. I really like Del Toro Quest, but I don't remember anything about it. If that makes any sense. That was a good little series. And Captain Underpants is pretty good. What else did I read when I was a kid? I read a lot of K-Zone. You know what K-Zone is?
No.
I don't. Nah.
K-Zone is a little... Oh, I guess it's Australian. Yeah, it is Australian. Never mind. It's a little magazine that it's like $4 from a store, and it had like all the up-to-date things and cool things about video games and movies. Little K-Zone. Sometimes you get Pokemon cards for free in there. Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Sometimes you get little demo discs.
Oh, was it a Shonen Jump?
Yeah, it was like a little Shonen Jump, but for like really cringy shit. I remember them. There was a magazine. I still have that one. It's the only one I think I still have.
Mm-hmm.
And inside of it, they were talking about Halo 3 before even like Halo 2 was out. And I'm like, oh, it must be real. And I'm assuming
Man,
it's just
Halo
like a fake
3,
thing.
that game I can't install.
Oh, Halo 3. Oh boy. But yeah, no, like those we had those. All the Australian listeners will go, I know K-Zones. Like Josh would be like, whoa, and James would also be like, whoa.
Josh would be like, fucking right, cunt, I know K-Zones.
Yeah.
Maybe. He might say that.
Can I?
Don't forget to pee on Rod.
Some of my favorite. Are you done, Jordan?
Yeah, I'm sweet.
Cool. I was gonna say, like, some of my favorite children's books growing up. One of them was Always Where the Wild Things Are. I fucking fuck with that.
I love that book.
I also.
How do you feel about that movie and the game based on the movie?
Never played the game based on the movie, but the movie, I don't hate it. I like me some Spike Jonze, so it's all right. Definitely not Spike Jonze's best film, no sir.
Yeah, I liked that book. I also like The Hungry Caterpillar.
That's another classic. Another one I remember and I really fucking love was one. I don't know if any of y'all remember this. Y'all ever read Bud Not Buddy?
I've heard of it. I don't remember anything about it.
It's like about this. I think it's about like a young kid who's like really into like jazz music and like.
Oh.
It's like set in Michigan, and I really fucking loved it as a kid. And like I always remember it because it had that fucking Pillsbury Doughboy fucking award on it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The Pillsbury Doughboy.
You know, the Pillsbury Doughboy, the
Doughberry Pillsboy.
The one when we were kids, the gold medal.
Yeah, he's a little satanic entity over in this country, Jordan. He's like a tiny little dough chef, and he comes to life because of black magic, and sometimes he endorses children's books. That's the Pillsbury
Wait,
Doughboy.
is he the same guy I'm thinking of?
Yeah.
He's like this little...
Yeah, you poke his little belly and he giggles.
He pokes his belly because you're secretly poking around the souls of the damned that he has consumed, and it makes him laugh.
Poke me and get a yeast infection. Ooh, that's what he does.
He says, "Don't get a yeet infection." Haha, funny. I'm with the kids.
And then he throws a can directly at you.
You just yeeted on him? Oh, you just yoded on him? Damn, dog. That's what, right? You yoded on them? Damn, dog.
When I was a kid,
that's our second Decooters reference of the night. Just a heads
There
up.
you go.
Oh, yeah. Cool.
When I was a kid, I read like obviously like a lot of the Captain Underpants shit, Goosebumps. There was
of course,
there was like the Magic
Goosebumps,
Treehouse too, where like kids would go in a treehouse and then like go to the Civil War or some shit. Like they go back in time. But I remember
Magic School Bus. That was another one.
Oh yeah, solid Magic School Bus. Shout out to Miss Frizzle wherever you are.
Miss Frickle. I would like to frickle your miss. Is that a name, Miss Frickle?
It's
Frizzle.
Like Miss
Frizzle with 2 Z's, bro. Double Z.
Frizzle.
Yeah.
I thought Frizzle was what's her name from Jimmy Neutron.
No, that's Miss Fowl.
That's Miss Fowl.
She's like a bird. Cause she's like a bird, Jimmy.
Shane, that's the 7th time you showed Ultra Lord off this week.
Fuck you, Miss Fowl. I love Ultra Lord.
Fuck you, foul bitch, fucking asshole.
I'll see to it that you and your family are deported, bro.
You'll
like
never
Carl,
get us.
fucking
Ultra Lord
Cartman,
will
sorry.
protect us from ice.
What do you have to say about this, James Isaac Neutron? Does she say that, or is that the parents that say that?
The parents.
The parents.
I don't think Miss Fowles ever called him
the
James.
parents and started saying it. Jimmy's like, "What are you, my aunt?"
Yes.
And then
Are
Call
you my
Lisa comes and
dad?
goes,
Oh.
"Ah,
Zero.
Jimmy, I laid your mother and I laid your
I
father.
laid your mother to rest."
Don't look at me when I'm fucking talking to you.
the video I saw on Twitter.
Give him the stick. Don't give him the stick.
What's that from?
And you've never seen the G.I. Joe dubs?
Oh,
Cal, I'm totally going so fast off.
that is something
I don't know. Maybe like years and years and years
like
ago.
the old like dubs where it's like they would just dub it. You know, I'm a computer. Stop all the
downloaded. Yeah, okay. I've seen it.
body massage?
I remember these now.
And then there's what was another one that I fucking loved? Oh yeah, pork chop sandwiches. That's a good one.
Pork chop sandwiches. Get the fuck out of here.
Was this before a bridging?
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes.
Definitely.
Oh, wow.
This was on E-Bombs World, dude.
Yeah.
Oh,
we have
geez.
to fucking... Somebody remastered all of those and put it on YouTube as one big video, so I gotta show you that later.
That's
Jordan.
great.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was yawning. It's because it's the morning still. It's not
God
because
damn, you're making me yawn.
you're gonna make us all
Sleepy
yawn.
cast. Sleepy cabin. Fucking
Shout
hell.
out to Sleepy Cabin.
Yeah.
Shout outs to those guys were good too. That's another podcast I like.
Yeah, that was like one of the first actual like podcasts I got into because I like towards my later years like of abridging, I really wanted to make cartoons, you know, because I don't know, there was something about like the Newgrounds like days that since I could never do it, I said I have all the free reign to do it now, and it was just sick. 'Cause it's like, yo, this is like a hub for all the animators I already like.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude. I loved Newgrounds. I used to spend a lot of my time on there as a kid when I was playing RuneScape as well. So that was a good time.
I've never played RuneScape, and I feel like that's weird.
I mean, like, not to spoil it, but that's also another one of my Quickfire things to do. Like, at
My
the
buddy
end
got
of the...
banned for trying to sell PS3s on RuneScape as a joke.
Well, I mean, yeah, they will straight up ban you for like any shit like that. They're ruthless.
Yo, I remember in high school, like somebody like, yeah, you know that kid who plays RuneScape? He sold an account for like $500 on eBay, and I'm like, wait,
dude, my account's probably worth about like $250 right now because I spent so much money. Oh, not money. Sorry, spent so much time investing into it.
Is that cheating?
Mm-hmm.
Would you consider that cheating?
What?
If you
buying an account?
Yeah, if you buy like somebody's account, would you consider that cheating?
Yeah, I suppose so. Yeah, I mean, you're right there. It's like if I like sold my Fortnite account, like, I mean, I have so many skins on there, it's probably worth like more than like $1,000.
Yeah,
because I have a lot of rare skins that no one else has. But like, if I did that, I'd be in trouble. I'd never be able to play Fortnite again. Which, I mean, it's not a big deal.
I know hella people that sell League of Legends accounts because they have all this old shit.
Absolutely. It's illegal as fuck. You shouldn't be doing it. But
yeah.
I mean, what are you gonna do, I suppose?
They ain't hurting nobody.
I want to meet somebody who bought one of those accounts and used it as their main account now.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
There's people out there, I'm sure.
I'm like, how much did you spend, and was it actually worth it? I need to know.
My first RuneScape account hacked and taken away from me.
Shit!
So, yeah, when I was little, yeah, and we know who did it too, and she was a bitch. But like, you know, it's all water under the bridge now. I don't even know what the fuck she's doing with herself. So
hopefully she became a better person.
She might be, or she also might be a hoe. We'll never know.
And that's how we're gonna go from that.
Yeah, let's talk about hoes.
Oh, dude, sometimes when you're working in the garden, having a nice sturdy
you guys talking
hoe.
about
We can't say that.
Wrong.
We're gonna change Cheese Danish that whole thing.
Yeah, I got the Cheese Danish.
Sorry, she's not a host. She's the whatever you call them, e-thoughts or whatever.
Yeah, there you go.
She knows.
She says it, not me.
Yeah, she does.
Yeah.
Shoutouts to Hay.
Yeah.
Shoutouts to Haley. Come on the podcast for God's sake.
Yeah, we don't know what's gonna happen when we put a girl on the Noisecast and we're the Noise Boys, but we need to figure that out.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll have to change the logo and shit, right? No.
It's still the Noise Cast, or it's still very noise. It's still very.
Oh yeah,
noise.
we're not the very. Yeah, that's not the official name, is it? The Noise Boys. Fuck, I'm stupid.
Yeah, it's been very noise, but like Noise Boys is like the accepted nickname.
What we call ourselves as I was gonna say a trio. We're not a trio. We're a quadrio. Whatever you want to call it.
Sometimes we are a pentagram if we have James around.
Yes, and sometimes we are more when we have guests. We are many.
Noise Boys is just your friends shooting the shit. Yeah, we're just that.
That's absolutely it.
True.
Zero, you're the cappuccino. You want to get us to this next section that we go before the section before the other section?
Sections before and sections before.
We've got our new segment that we got from last episode.
Yeah.
Yes, it's called Stick It to the Noise Boys.
Yeah.
Yeah, now
That's
we got
what
a
we're gonna
name.
call it
Now we're
now.
all official.
where we talk about some great bumper stickers. Guys, I'm going to show you some more. I'm going to have to censor these, but I'm going to show you some that I got recently.
Mm.
Just give me 1 second. I'm sending them to the chat, and then I'm going to pin them for you guys.
While he waits, let's
I have
whistle.
been looking for bumper stickers, and I just must not be in a part of California where
That shit
people
just
don't
keeps
do
falling into my lap. I keep running into bumper stickers.
you're
like,
lucky.
what the
I
fuck?
gotta
Only
contribute to
one
this.
I don't know if this one's blurry, but this one is one I just caught today.
Is that a
You may have to zoom in.
Does it say I can't breathe?
is that a Pikachu? What is that a Baby
No, that's
Yoda?
Baby Yoda.
Is
That's
that a
a Baby
Baby Yoda,
Yoda.
with
That's
an I
Baby
can't
Yoda.
breathe?
Yeah,
That's a
Yeah.
confused back window.
that's a very confused window.
I'm assuming it's for the movement. Okay, that's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah, totally.
Jordan, you're gonna
totally
have to just
supportive
crop
of,
the
but
window
if you put
so we
Baby
don't
Yoda
get
with
any of the other
that
stuff.
looks so
It's-
weird. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
it's okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I can crop it so it has the whole. I don't know why. It's not funny. It's not. I shouldn't be laughing.
It's not, but
why-
Baby
It's
Yoda
because
and
it's
that-
Baby Yoda.
Baby Yoda's existence is like what's throwing us off.
That's what's
Oh, I
makes
think
me
I
laugh.
showed you guys this one last night, but I got this one last night when it was in the fucking drive-through. I was like, "What? Why is it missing the F?"
I read this one like 6
I'm an
times.
essential service. If you're not them, stay the yuck home.
Yeah, I had to read that like 6 times because I'm like, the fuck is that all about?
Nah.
The one
All
that
these coronavirus stickers going around. Cringe.
And
It's not
then
going to be funny
this
in
one
a
I
year.
caught. This one I caught the other night when I was going for a walk. I was like, "Why do these keep falling into my lap?"
Yeah.
If you're going to
Sorry.
ride my bumper, you'd better put a...
Oh, come on.
I like
shut
the
up.
one that I found in the wild. The one that hold on, I'm gonna find it. It just says I sell real estate.
Make sure
What's
these
your-"
are all pinned for me later, 2-0, if you can.
Yes.
Oh,
This
yeah,
one is
I'm gonna
previously
pin all
pinned,
these.
but,
You beautiful bastard.
but I found this one in a Dunkin' Donuts drive-thru, and I was just like, perfect. I sell real estate. What's your superpower?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
God
Oh,
damn
this
it,
is
I
another
have
one.
none. I have no fucking...
This isn't one that was in. I was literally driving and I was waiting for at a stoplight and I saw this. I'm like, oh my fucking god, I need to get this as soon as I can. This one I was like, what the fuck? Who has this on their bumper?
Rough country.
Fucking rough country.
That's
Yeah,
a little.
Oh, my lord.
In Canada, no
Gee.
less.
That's fucking
It's
dumb.
just so
You ever see
fucking-
those
it's so
like
fucking-
those ad generated like bumper stickers or the ad generated T-shirts?
Yeah.
I just want a sticker of Cucumber Joe.
Cucumber Joe?
Cucumber Joe.
Cumber Joe?
It's the funniest
You
thing
got
I've
that
ever
big
heard
cumber.
It's the-
Oh, this isn't a bumper sticker, guys, but this is a picture that I see at a bunch of gas stations, like a poster.
Mm.
And the way this woman looks, every time I have to think about it. I try to get a shitty angle just to make it look more hilarious.
of. Oh, see, that's
First off, I like that they're doing a
Refresh.
picture of her mid awkward smile, and then they put the word "refresh" with no
I'd
backdrop on it.
take-
on her
that's
forehead.
literally
I'd
like
take-
the basic font too. It's
I'd,
so
take
bad.
I'd take Refresh Girl on a date, though. She's kind of cute.
She has a
Yeah.
nice smile.
Yeah, she's a cute Asian girl.
Yeah, I
But,
like cute
it's
Asian
just
girls.
weird. It's like refresh.
But it's
I'm like,
it's just very strange that it's like
What?
it's unfiltered fucking like standard text.
Yeah,
above
somebody
their head.
just took that photo on their phone. Somebody made that whole poster on their phone using
Yeah.
like an Instagram
Just-
filter and just words.
Shout outs to Refresh Girl if you're out there. Do you want to
And-
go on a date with me? We can get a
and this
grilled.
one I can't believe I got because I had one shot to get it, and I was like, if this comes up blurry, I'm going to be so upset.
All right,
But I got this one, and I
this is
was
the
like,
big one.
It's kinda
No
hard to read.
savage, not average. What? What does it say?
What's it say?
No. What? What does it say, Zero?
What does it say?
"Be savage, not average."
Oh.
And then next to it is Downtown Battle Mountain 2.
Exactly.
Hell yeah, that's a new life center.
Who do you think buys this shit? Like, to be honest with you, like, I just went to
Boomers.
Spencer's Gifts the other day, right? And I saw the shit that every time I go into like a Spencer's Gift or something and I see what they're trying to promote, it always feels like it's, hey, how do you do, fellow kids? Like,
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
I'm older
straight
than
up.
the demographic, right? It just
Yeah.
feels like it's more out of date than I am.
Right.
How do you do, fellow kids? Yeah, that's exactly it.
That's exactly
We've
it.
got these shops called New Ideas. That's literally what it is here in Australia, and they're just shops with like very strange things, like really bad personalized number plates. Those like door signs that have your name on them, and also dildos in the back corner for some reason.
Because why not?
Like they genuinely go from like really
I'm gonna be
wholesome,
right
really
back,
funny
guys.
things. Yeah, all good, Charles. But yeah, like they have they just have like fucking dildos and like coolers for your drinks that have tits on them, and I'm like, okay,
I'm okay with that. Though.
that's cool.
Yeah, I've seen those. So, guys, this last one, again, is not a bumper sticker, but it is a picture of an album my brother picked up, and I feel like it's just perfect for this segment, because I don't know how to explain this other than why the fuck do you own this? And it is Bruce Willis's The Return of Bruno.
Oh, that's fantastic. Oh,
look at him!
He found that for-
half winking there. He's like,
No, that's just how his
And
eye
yes,
looks.
this is Bruce Willis's second or third album. I
Oh,
should
yeah, he
say.
got
Bruce
bangers.
Willis has music.
Bruce
What?
Willis is known in these streets,
Also,
bro.
might I also say Bruce Willis has hair?
I know, that's the crazy part.
Yeah, I know.
That's the craziest part. That bald motherfucker.
I'm just waiting for Charles to come back and be like, "What the fuck, Bruce Willis? The Return of Bruno."
Oh, everybody knows
Who's
that
Bruno?
Bruno has been doing music for a while, all right? The Return of Bruno was actually his first album that was ever put out. The second one was If It Don't Kill You, It Just Makes You Stronger, which, unfortunately, not as hilarious as The Return of Bruno, but very artistic, as you can see.
Okay, but what kind of music does he make?
R&B pop type shit.
What
it's
is
just
Oh,
generic pop
Lord.
music.
Wait, what
It's-
is? Why are we sharing a Bruce Willis album? What is this?
Because my brother found
Because
that.
Zero's
Oh
brother
my
found The
God.
Return of Bruno.
Oh my god!
That is.
And so that is Stick It to the Noise, boys, guys.
Yeah.
That's our
Naming
segment,
your
unless
first-
y'all got other
Naming
ones.
your first album The Return of Anything is crazy.
That's
It's like, wasn't it like The Revenge of Cooler? But Cooler hasn't
Cooler
done anything
didn't-
yet.
Yeah, he hasn't had a revenge.
Like
What is he? What is he getting? I never understood that as
Me and
kids. Like,
Charles
what is
know
he?
exactly
what is
what
his
it-
vengeance? What is he getting?
Yeah, what-
revenge for?
He's getting revenge on his
Yeah.
family because at that point,
Yeah,
they,
Yeah,
but
but
he
like
Huh?
he never had a thing to do before. I don't know. It just seems very strange.
I don't
know,
even
they-
really consider those movies canon in the first place.
No,
I just
that's
consider
They
them
are.
rad
Then
as
none
fuck.
of them are canon until Broly and
No, the
whatever the other one was,
super
right?
movies are canon. Like Battle of
Yeah,
Gods,
that's what I meant,
Resurrection F,
Super.
and Broly are all canon.
Or all canon, yeah.
Super Broly, just so we're clear.
I fucking
Super
cried
duper
at the end of
Broly.
Battle
Not
of
Bio
Gods.
Broly
I'm
or Mush
embarrassed to admit
Broly
that.
or Carrot Broly or Broccoli Broly.
Yeah.
Yeah, those guys. What the fuck? I like the
just real
segment.
quick
It's really
check to
fun.
make sure we didn't miss any.
If y'all
Um,
find just weird
no.
shit in the real world, just take photos and we'll show the world.
Yeah, we could just do that.
Cut.
wait, wait, I forgot about this one. This was not one I took, but this is one that got tweeted at me.
Oh, by who?
I don't think it, or maybe it was
League of
retweeted.
Legends fucking
League of
sucks.
League of Legends fucking sucks.
I agree with
That's an
that.
angry League of Legends player right there.
Pin that one too. That's awesome.
But yeah, just while I was looking through the pins, guys, I was going through our those images we made of our top 7 albums. Should we talk about
Yeah,
that?
let's
Yeah,
talk
let's do
about
that.
that.
Let's talk about that shit.
Let's talk
So,
about that easy.
who wants to go first and talk about their top
Zero,
7?
I feel like you should because you're the cappuccino.
Okay,
Yeah.
so my top 7 are ones like it's weird. Music, like if I'm thinking of games, like my top games, it's nearly impossible. But if I think of my top like albums, I was like immediately these ones. So going from the top left would be favorite to the one on the bottom there would be least favorite in terms of the top 7. So I'm just gonna start from the top. My number 1 favorite album of all time is Under Oath, They're Only Chasing Safety.
Mhm.
It's perfect in my mind. Like, no album's perfect, but it's a solid 10.
Yeah.
There's not a track on it that's not good. And it goes to show because it is the band's most popular album. I think it went platinum,
Oh,
like
dope.
which was
That's
unheard
really
of
sweet.
at the time for metalcore and like that kind of music. Like
Yeah.
that almost never happened.
Facts.
So like Like it was it for a long time it was one of the only in the genre that went platinum, and it was just sort of like a thing at the time, because I think because it came out in 2004, and Under Oath's last album in 2002 was a kind of a different style, and all the stuff beforehand was definitely like a completely different, like, heavy style.
Yeah.
So it was weird because this was a little more upbeat, but it still had like it still had the roots of what was heavy, but it was more poppy, I guess, but not like mainstream, if you know what I mean. Like, you know, not like dude from Docker Channel Bridge saying it's mainstream. Kind of thing, but,
it rides the line. You know what I mean?
Yeah. The second one I put on here is Census Fails, Let It Enfold You. And that's because this is one of the albums from my formative years that like shaped me. And it's one of those albums where every time I go back to it, songs that I'm like, I didn't maybe like so much when I was younger, I like really like now. Like the last song on the album, Martini Kiss, is like the gem of the album. Like I pass that song up for other tracks on it all the time. But like within the last few years, I realized I'm like, oh my God, this is like the best song on the fucking album. Why did I pass this up every time I listen to this album? But it's very much a one of those like post-hardcore, emo-core kind of things. So it was very like, and Buddy, the lead singer of Census Fail, kind of helped shape my singing style. He's one of the biggest influences. I actually got to meet him. And I'll probably send you a photo of when I got to meet him at Warped Tour, the very last Warped Tour that they had in Toronto. I think it was 2018. Cool. And I said to him, I'm like, hey, I just want to say thank you for like being like not only providing great music, but for being such an inspiration. Like a lot of what I learned, like taught myself about singing was from listening to the way you said things. And he said to me, he's like, honestly, that makes me feel really good. He's like, that you like got something out of it. So they were a really cool bunch of guys. Of course, the lineup has changed quite a bit since this album came out, but I mean, it's still the same feel, it's still the same stuff. Buddy's still the lead singer, so I mean, take what you will from that. And it's an album that I can throw on nearly any time and listen to. And it puts me in the moment of when I listen to it, but it also like doesn't. It's like one of those things where like I can just listen to it to enjoy it. I also have the deluxe edition that comes with special features, and my brother and I always quote this thing from there that says, because somebody farts in the tour van and they go, oh man, it smells like a Taco Bell dumpster in here on a hot day. We quote that all the fucking time. Anytime somebody has
that sounds like it smells very gross.
I'll try to be pretty quick with these next ones, but the third one is Blink-182's Take Off Your Pants and Jacket. It's just that's my favorite Blink-182 album of all of them. I got it first when I was a kid as a birthday present. And this past birthday, my brother bought me the vinyl version as a birthday present. So I've got this album twice on a birthday. It has some great hidden tracks. It's got a good mix of, you know, the haha funny Blink-182 funny joke. And it's also got some really like serious tracks that are good. Like, Stay Together for the Kids is one that really resonates for me. Cause like at the time when I got this album, my folks were fighting a lot. Still have my folks together though, so it's not like, sorry guys, I'm the odd man out that my parents stayed together.
I wish my parents heard that song.
But
same.
It was, but like, there's a lot of good, like, legitimately one of my favorite Blink-182 songs is Anthem Part 2, and it's on this album. It's the opener, and like, it's a weird one to say is one of my favorites, but like, it's I don't know, I just really like the way the guitar is done in it and stuff, and I don't know, like Blink-182 has been very hit or miss in the last few years. Like I thought California was really good, but then 2019 album wasn't good. Their new single is really great, but I'm going to talk about that in a video, so I don't want to say much about it. But they've been very hit or miss recently. But I remember this era when this, Enema, The State, the Mark Tom and Travis show, and I think like those three records kind of like define, and Dude Ranch. I would say Dude Ranch in there too, kind of defined
Dude Ranch. I love that fucking name.
It's so yeah, but if I had to pick one of all of those albums, I'd have to definitely go with Take Off Your Pants and Jacket. It's just like the album that like solidified Blink-182 is one of my favorites, and for a long time they were my favorite band until I got into heavier stuff. So, number 4 is Alexis on Fire. Their first album, I remember getting into this in high school. I was in like 10th grade, I think. It's a good example of this is the first like hardcore style band I got into. Like they're technically classified as screamo / hardcore, I guess.
Yeah.
And if you've never heard of them, they're a Canadian band that they were most notably for being one of the first like mainstream bands with screaming vocals. Like nobody had ever, like, at least in Canadian terms of Canadian music, like they were on Much Music and shit. And I remember when I first heard Pulmonary Archery on Much Loud, and going like, what the fuck is this? This is intense. And then the next week it was on like prime time, like on Much Music. I'm
that's
like,
crazy.
I'm like,
not to cut you off, Zero, but on that album, it actually has, I'd probably say, I put it in my top 20 songs of all time. Little Girls Pointing and Laughing is one of my favorite songs. Like,
that's a great track.
Absolutely love that song. It's fantastic. I just wanted to butt in because it's a really, really good song.
Yeah. And by the way, to anybody wondering, like they're one of those bands that, like, you know how bands sometimes play their songs faster live than they do on the album?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, they had an EP where they played the songs at regular speed before this, and then I guess they just decided we like playing it fast. So all the songs are like breakneck speed in terms of like how they do their like stuff. And it was the first time I'd heard a band, I'm like, holy fuck, you can play that fast? I'm like, like this was before Dragon Force and shit like that. So it was like very like it was just like,
and Dragon Force needs 7 guitarists to do that.
and then like just like, if you get a chance, if you want to hear speed, like check out the song Counterparts and Number Them.
Yeah,
like,
that is a great song.
The first riff.
The reason why I got into that album was from fucking your parody, because you used that song in it.
You
used Counterparts and Number Them.
Counterparts and Number Them has this opening guitar track that is holy fuck, it's amazing.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah. If you listen, and I went to listen to the EP version, it's like da na 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 na. I'm like,
this is slow.
But yeah, it's a phenomenal album. Definitely recommend it if you like heavier stuff. It's a very like interesting album too, and even like the cover is like the whole like art of the album. Like the cover is obviously two Catholic high school girls getting into a knife fight, which resonated with me because I went to a Catholic high school and we had to wear a uniform.
It's just like an Japanese anime.
But if you look through the art of the pullout with all the lyrics, you see like the whole like motion of their fight, and it's like,
oh, that's cool.
It really like resonates with the tracks on it. So like this definitely one of my albums from my formative years. I'm gonna try to go through this as quickly as I can. Downtown Battle Mountain by Dance Gavin Dance. It's the album I can always go back to. Dance Gavin Dance is my favorite band. Mountain. I love all of their music, but like I had to think of, if there was one album I could listen to for the rest of my life from them, it had to be Downtown Battle Mountain, because it's there's not a track on this that I skip. Yeah, they're all really great. Like Backwards Pumpkin Song, Lemon Meringue Tie. I told them I invented Times New Roman. Like a lot of their
That's
big
such a great name. I told them I invented Times New Roman.
That's a great one.
That is a good name for a
good song.
Yeah, too.
It's got so many great tracks on it, and I know that we were talking about this, Jordan, before, but you had said probably the thing that made the most sense to me, the eras of Dance Gavin Dances. You've got the soul with Johnny,
funk,
you've got the funk with Kurt, and you've got
with Tillian,
the pop with Tillian. It makes sense, and it totally makes sense. And the thing is, you could the music style has kind of changed, but it's still like
Dance Gavin Dance.
John Mess's vocals. You still got Will Swan fucking tearing it up on the guitar, like, and it's one of those things where it's like, I struggle picking my favorite album from the band, and I'm not saying necessarily this is my favorite Dance Gavin Dance album, but this is the one that I can go back to most anytime.
That's fair.
Like the most solid
which makes
one.
which makes it more sense in a sense where like it's not their best, but it's your favorite. I don't know if that makes sense. It's not their best.
It also has one of like my favorite songs from them on here.
That also is
like Antlion is a good one. It's Safe to Say You Dig the Backseat. I could go on forever about this album. Like it's fantastic. If there's one album from the band to listen to, this is the one. Like it's like, especially because I know a lot of people say they don't like the newer stuff as much, and I'm just like it's great. I love it too. But maybe give this a try and then work your way up, and then you'll maybe start to appreciate the newer stuff more. Yeah. This is the one that's probably getting into the biggest debate because we had a debate.
we got a debate.
Enter Shikari's Take to the Skies. Take to the Skies, in my opinion, is it's not just my favorite album, but it's the one that I feel is the most solid. And it's like, and I'm not saying it's the best because like Enter Shikari is one of those bands that's always doing something new and different, and they've improved as time has gone on. Like up to their newest album, which is close to a masterpiece in my opinion. Like
I feel it's like an 8.5 for me.
Yeah,
but only because my albums are right below yours right now. I can see them.
Yeah, I know. I'm looking at them right now.
Before. Yeah,
but I think like the reason I chose to put Take to the Skies in here other than other options like maybe Minesweep or Nothing Intrude as Everything Is Possible is because this is the one album, again, just like a lot of the other albums on here, that there's not a track I skip. I listen to every single track. And I don't count the like interludes and stuff because those aren't really tracks.
They're actually technically inbuilt into the songs on certain albums.
They lead in too. So
so
it's one of those things where like, and this is the one album from the band that like I listen to at least once a month.
Yeah.
Like it's one of those ones where I keep going back to it and I never get tired of it. And and that's not to say I don't like the other ones like Minesweep I mentioned and the new one, which I'm not going to say the title because it's too damn long, but it's like, and I do go back to those ones, but like like if I'm like, I want to listen to some Shikari, I'm going to listen to this album. Like,
that's fair.
This is the one that I pick.
That's fair.
And the very last one, I know that this is long-winded because there's 7 albums to talk about. The last one is Monine's Are We Really Happy With Who We Are Right Now? Which is, again, another one
that's such a cool name for an album, too, I'll admit. Yeah. Now,
Monine I found through Alexis on Fire because they tour together a lot and they're good friends. And again, Much Loud, they played their one song, Start Angry and Mad, and that was for years the only song I knew by them. And then I got to listening to this album eventually, and there's just a lot of really solid tracks on here. It's a very much it's not really a hardcore album, but it's kind of made in the same vein.
Right.
It's more like punky / like poppy / emo. I don't even know how to really describe it. It's one of those ones where you kind of just have to like discover for yourself and listen to. It's very much an album. Like I would say, like it's an album that sounds like you would jam with your friends on a Sunday afternoon with if you had nothing to do, but you had instruments to play. It's like, that's cool. The easiest way I can understand it. Like I could jam to these songs anytime if I needed to. And, but yeah, it's just totally solid. It's my favorite of all their albums. They're another band that has really solid work, but, this is the one that stands out the most to me. And the one that, again, I don't skip any tracks on almost ever when I listen to it. So,
which is a good point. Like I'm going to say to you right now, like without spoiling any of mine, basically 6 or 5 out of the 7 of the albums that I like that I have, I'm going to show on the screen in a sec.
Yeah.
They're all albums I can listen to every single one of the songs.
Yeah.
About, you know what I mean? Like, and that makes a good album to me.
And you have picked some ones that I definitely
These
like,
are definitely
but they
really
just
good
wouldn't
choices.
make my top.
Yeah. I'm actually so I'll talk about it when I get to it. But there's one. You know what?
I'm pretty much done. So why don't you go right into it, Jordan?
Yeah. Well, okay, cool. I'll get to it in a sec. So I'm gonna make it quick. I'm not gonna like go on about it. I just feel like, you know.
Sorry, I just want to get my thoughts.
No, that's fine. No, that's fine, dude. I'd like to sort of just like make it quick because one day I might talk about all these albums in more detail. Okay. I just don't want to make it sort of, you know, like I feel like one day I will.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so the Minesweep by Enter Shikari is my favorite album. All the rest are in no particular order. I'll just say that this one is my favorite album. It's usually this or Common Dreads on How I Feel, but I put Minesweep there because it makes more sense for me, just in my mindset. Which, no pun intended, Minesweep, whatever. I think the reason why I like this album the most out of every album there is that it's from start to finish very fucking fantastic. There's only one song on the album that it's not that I refuse to listen to, but that it makes me too sad that I can't listen to it. But it's for good reason.
Those are the best ones.
Yeah. I will only listen to it when I am in that mood to listen to it. But it's a very sad song and has an incredibly good message.
Yeah.
But Myopia is their best song, period. That's why I feel like this album is like, and Zonked is a very close second to me. And that's why having the best songs they've written on an album usually means like, well, that's got to mean that the whole album sort of works in tandem. And it's true. This whole album, just from start to finish, I don't think I have a problem with. I mean, Torn Apart's not their best song. That's probably my least favorite on the whole album.
Mm-hmm.
But I've learned to appreciate it over time because it flows really well into the next song in the list. There's like an interlude to another song, and it just flows really well.
Yeah.
But Minesweep just has some of their most crushing, heaviest stuff, but also their coolest electro and alternative stuff in between. There's even a song called Never Let Go of the Microscope, which is incredible. And Doom, I reckon you would love it. I think you would really appreciate the song out of all of us the most because it's just really hip-hoppy and it's really like, I don't know. I know you like hip-hop, so I think you'll like it the most because it's very hip-hoppy.
Send it to me. I would love to give it a listen.
I will. Never Let Go of the Microscope. I'll send it to you later. It's so fucking awesome. Anyway, I won't speak much about the album other than that. And everyone loves Anesthetist. That's one of the best songs ever. Like, it's so good.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I won't speak about the whole album. I'll just go on forever. So Minesweep's my favorite. No particular order. I'm going to go with Queens of Stone Age's Songs for the Deaf because it is a fucking incredible song. You listen to it when you drive. You feel like you're actually listening to and going through different radio stations, searching for something to listen to. The whole aesthetic of the album's incredible. That stoner rock vibe. They've even got some really like weird hardcore elements in it as well. And Dave Grohl on the drums is just like, you can't go wrong. It's Dave Grohl on the fucking drums. Like, he is the man.
Yeah.
Songs for the Deaf is the song Songs for the Deaf is incredible. Songs for the Dead is incredible. Go with the Flow, all that. They're all awesome. It just encapsulates a really cool era too, because it was 2002 was when the hard rock kind of thing was starting to rise a bit more. Like Foo Fighters were a really big thing as well. I mean, I like the Foo Fighters, but Queens of Stone Age will always be the best hard rock.
Queens of Stone Age are like far better.
And like the first video I know a lot of us probably saw was No One Knows, and everything about that.
Yeah, that song, the riff in that song is so good, and how the hell did it take
contagious.
That many years
it's
to
so
create
simple,
a riff like that?
And it sticks with you, and the video is weird, but the whole song has this really nice like vibe to it. Like, it feels like it's so not going anywhere, but it's going everywhere. It's such a good... Yeah. It's a great album.
And Go With The Flow is like a second... Like, that film clip is incredible too. It's really like trippy. But I really like I think my favorite song on the album is oh my god, why can't I think of it? I like First It Giveth. First It Giveth is really, really good. Mm-hmm. It's probably one of the best ones on the album. And I can't remember my actual favorite one, but I'll come back to it if I remember.
Right.
Anyway, Queens of Stone Age Songs for Deaf is their best album and one of my favorite albums. A close second for their best album is Era Vulgaris, because that's a really, really cool album too. Anyway, Aphex Twins, Drooks. That's I've come to love this album, which is funny. This is one of the albums that I won't listen to every single song on it because there's 31 songs on the album.
Right. That's a lot of songs.
It's a big album. There's a lot of intro songs though, and a lot of the songs aren't even really that great, which is funny. But the whole album itself is so experimental. I've never heard anything like it. Mm-hmm. It goes from clown music to one stage to fucking breakbeat electro to fucking hip hop beats to fucking just electronica, groovy, jazzy shit. Some really nice piano works. It's almost like it's like an instrumental version of Nothing Is True and Everything Is Possible. There's just a bunch of everything in it. And Aphex Twin is an absolute fucking freak. He's so good at what he does, and this album encapsulates that very well. And it was his last album up until he made a new one in 2014. For 13 years, he didn't make an album, and this was a kind of a good way to end off. There's a very nice swan song at the end. It's very, very soft and very like, very what's the word? Melancholy. Sorry.
Melancholy. There you go.
Anyway, I won't talk about much more. It's a great album. Very long. Not every song on it's great, but I love it. Now it says here, and after consideration, I don't think I would put OK Computer here. I'd put Kid A by the same band, Radiohead. Kid A, I think, is better.
Mm-hmm.
But OK Computer's fantastic as well. Kid A is just really it was the time where Radiohead hit their okay, but we're now Radiohead. Because like that's what they make now. Like the music that they make now is very similar to what they make in sorry, I was gonna say OK Computer because I keep looking at it in Kid A. Kid A is the album right after OK Computer in 2000, and it's just really mellow electronica. Has that real nice. Tom York's fucking fantastic. He's always gonna have my heart. Very very good singer.
Very good singer. Very good songwriter
he's
too.
Awesome. Oh, absolutely.
He actually did the score on a few of my favorite Paul Thomas Anderson movies, actually.
Yeah, I know. He's fucking fantastic.
He's wonderful.
So the whole band, though, as a whole is great.
Mm-hmm.
Kid A just has some of the best songs I think they've written.
Radiohead is that one band that I'm kind of I kind of wish I had gotten more into because I've only really been into one of their albums, and that was In Rainbows.
In Rainbows,
In Rainbows is
I think
tight.
you told me. In Rainbows is a great album. A great album.
It is a really great album, then like that, I got into it because they gave it away for free, and I'm like, well, it's free, so I might as well check it out.
Yeah.
And I ended up really enjoying it. But I just never deep dived on Radiohead. I know a lot of people like them. I talked to a lot of people who are really into them. I just never did that, so I'll have to eventually.
Yeah, absolutely, dude.
Yeah.
I'll be quick with my top picks on the album. Idiotech is probably one of the best songs on the album, and it's just really simple. Has the same beat throughout the whole song. But probably the saddest song I've ever heard in my entire life is How to Disappear Completely. That is an extremely sad song. I can still listen to it, though, which is weird. I think it's just because it doesn't spark the same emotion that it does from a lot of the other songs that are really upsetting. But I love How to Disappear Completely. I love In Limbo, Idiotech. Motion Picture soundtrack is also really, 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 really good. A lot of these songs are actually used in a lot of media. A lot of films and a lot of TV shows. Netflix especially loves this album. There's a lot of shows that I've watched. Black Mirror that use songs from this album. It's really weird. But anyway, Kid A is really good. I like Kid A. Now, Meshuggah. This is completely different to all of my other Meshuggah. Meshuggah.
I was doing a Billy and Mandy reference. Meshuggah.
Messiga.
Schnitziger.
The good Lord Schnitziger.
Every time I hear Messiga, I always think of Schnitziger. I'm sorry.
Bro, that's okay. Meshuggah are a progressive death metal band. That's basically what they are. A lot of people say that they are the forefathers and the godfathers of gent music, and that's true, because they did create the genty kind of vibe. This whole album is one song. And it's fucking awesome.
That's cool.
It's like 40 minutes of one giant fucking song, and it's like a concept album. I can actually I read a comment on YouTube about this album, and then the top comment was, does anyone else like play the whole album from start to finish in their mind? And you can actually do that if you've listened to it a few times. You can play the whole album in your mind if you listen to it a few times, because it's so... The first part of the album lasts about 9 minutes, and then it ends the same way.
Yeah.
As the same riff from the start. And it's so good.
Oh, that's cool.
It's so heavy. It's astronomically heavy. It's like... It puts Gojira to shame, and Gojira are one of the heaviest bands I've ever heard in my life. Like this album is really
Gojira's a favorite of mine too.
Oh,
man.
dude, Gojira is awesome. They're a fantastic band. But this is like Gojira and Meshuggah are one in the same. I feel like they're both very, very extremely heavy and awesome bands. But that's why I think this album is one of my favorites, because I will be able to listen to it start from finish. It's one giant song divided into like 10 parts. Some of the parts are like 1 minute long, some of the parts are like 10 minutes long, and I don't understand why. But yeah, it's a really good album. Definitely listen to it if you like heavy shit. System of Down's Toxicity, everyone likes it. It's like pretty much like all I gotta say. Toxicity is one of those albums where everyone just like
Everyone
is
just kind of gravitates towards
damn,
it.
Chop Suey is one of the best songs ever written.
You either love it or you're not a fan.
Yeah.
Miss Sugar and then Sugar? What?
Miss Sugar and then Sugar. But no, Sugar's from their first album.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah. So Toxicity.
It's been a while.
Yeah, I mean their first album I probably would even put above this album, but the only reason I put Toxicity in here is because all the songs on this album I can listen to without a problem. While on the first album there's maybe one or two where I'm like, I can skip them. Mm-hmm. But like this album is just it encapsulates the nu metal era quite well. But in a sense where it's not that cringy nu metal, right? You know what I mean? Like it's that proper, it's the proper shit. Like I mean that first song starts with just a burn and that's it.
Yeah.
For like 10 seconds. And then you get pulled into it because it goes fucking ham.
Yeah.
But the whole album is fantastic. System of a Down is a very good band. I'm sad they're not making any more music, but Serge has changed his mind about metal, so I guess that's just what it is like.
Okay.
Some of my favorites on the album are X, Toxicity, Dear Dance, and Forest, I think, is another good one.
Forest is solid.
Yeah. Oh, and Shimmy. I can't forget Shimmy. That wasn't Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4. Yeah. that one's a good one. But it's funny. X is my favorite. It's like a minute and a half, but it's my favorite song on the album. It's fucking awesome. So is Shimmy. That's also a very short song. Anyway, yeah, very good album. And my last favorite album, Sempiternal by Bring Me the Horizon. I think it's their best album. I think it's their most solid album. I think it's a perfect metalcore album. There is almost no song on the album that makes me go, ugh. I think it's all just so fucking good. Bring Me the Horizon have changed a lot. A lot of people don't like their music. I can understand that. I know that Zero's not a big fan of their newer stuff, which is fair. But this album is like I think this is where Bring Me the Horizon should have stayed, but they didn't. They didn't stay. They kept getting more poppier and poppier, and I was just like, oh, okay. Yeah. But I mean, what are you gonna do?
But between Sempiternal, That's the Spirit, and Suicide Season. If you didn't know it was all the same band, you would think they're different bands.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like it's one of those things where like
Amo is completely different to
oh my god, it's fucking garbage.
Comparatively to I will even go as far as to say their first album, which is not on Spotify. They literally removed it. It's so bad that they had to.
Gosh.
Well, it's not actually bad. It's not bad, their first album. It's just that it's so bad that they had to do that because it was a good album, but it was nothing like their music. It was just deathcore. It was just like
they probably just don't want people. They probably just don't want people going back and see. Oh, this is the first album.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Their first album on Spotify is Suicide Season, and that's okay. I mean, the album's great. I just think Sempiternal's their best. Anyway, I'm not gonna talk about too much. Thank you for listening to my TED Talk. Now it's Charles, because that's what's next in line, I think.
All right, cool. So I got to talk about my top 7 albums. So I'm actually gonna.
Is that Crack the Sky? Fuck yeah!
Yeah, that is Crack the Sky, baby. You know what? I was gonna go from 7 to 1, but I'll go in the order you guys are, just to not break up the flow. But yeah, baby. Crack the Sky, as you guys may or may not know, Mastodon, my favorite band ever, like ever.
Hell yeah.
Like, I don't know what it was.
Mastodon.
And Crack the Sky was actually my first introduction to them. I rented that album from the library.
I'm really surprised that Mastodon's your favorite band.
I'm not surprised he picked Crack the Sky either.
Like, and Crack the Sky is a masterpiece, and that is saying a lot considering Mastodon just puts out consistent work all the fucking time. Like, don't get me wrong, I almost put Leviathan on here, but no, I had to go with my heart, and that was towards Crack the Sky.
I still think is their best.
This is why you and me are best friends, Charles.
Yeah, I know, right?
I agree, though. I agree with you.
What can I say? It best encapsulates their, like, epic, like, I know the word epic gets used wrongly a lot, but
epic.
But, like, they actually do
Doesn't this album have Josh Homme in it?
Yes,
so.
Josh Homme is on. Josh Homme is on the.
Homme, yeah.
No, wait. I don't think. Hold on. I don't believe he is. Charles, continue. I'll figure that out.
No, but like Crack the Sky was mind blowing when I first heard it. Those years ago, I think it was in middle school or high school when I first heard it, and I was blown the fuck away. Like, the second it was done, I listened to it a second time. Like, that's how much I loved it, and it best gets their heavy metal and prog metal like sound like within it, and It's a short album. It's like 7 tracks, and like, but every one is perfect in my opinion. Like Oblivion, Dilations, Quintessence.
Oh, Divination's one of my favorites.
Divination's one of my fucking favorites too.
I just love that.
The Czar, obviously, a great 10-minute fucking powerful song. Ghost of Karelia, the titular track, Crack the Sky featuring Scott Kelly, and of course they close it off with Last Baron. It's such a short album, but by God, is it just packed with quality, fucking orchestralness. Awesome. It's just, I fucking love them. And like I said, the time I got to see them live was one of the best moments of my life. Like,
same. They were one of the best bands I've ever seen.
That was one of the best bands ever.
Where did I get Josh Homme from? Maybe he's on another album of theirs.
Yeah, I did this. He was on Blood Mountain, the album before this.
Oh, he was on Blood Mountain. Yeah, Blood
Mountain. Scott Kelly is the only person besides what the fuck is his name? They had a keyboard player in studio for that because I
sorry, a Colony of Birchmen. Yeah, sorry, I get that confused. I thought that was on.
No, it's all good.
Yeah,
Crack the Sky. Whoopsie.
In all fairness, when I first heard of Mastodon, like I think, I'd heard of them through Leviathan, but when I first started seeing videos from them, it was like Colony of Birchmen was the first video I saw, and then shortly after that, it was like Sleeping Giant, Crystal Skull, and then like right after that, it was like boom, there's Crack the Sky.
Yeah,
it felt like such a short follow-up, even though it wasn't.
Sleeping Giant is such a good song.
It's so fucking good.
That was on fucking. I think that was on Guitar Hero. I'm pretty sure.
I think it was on World Tour because that was one of the main reasons I picked up World Tour.
Yeah.
So, like I said, Crack the Sky, Mastodon's best album. Mastodon, one of the greatest bands. Period. Like I agree. I genuinely think like they deserve all their praise. Like. And I have nothing
also,
but
that
love
guy
for
has a really sick head tattoo.
Yeah, he does. So up next on our little fucking musical journey, we've got one of my favorite rap albums of all time. In fact, my favorite rap album of all time, Outquest's Aqua Mini. I will say it right here, right now. Andre 3000 Benjamin, greatest rapper who ever lived.
Three Stacks is unreal. Like, it's not fair how good 3 Stacks is.
He's so fucking good. Like, the guy is not just like a talented and like, you know, very like charming vocalist, but he's also a great songwriter. He can fucking rap with the best of them. And Aqua Mini is far and away their best album in like a sea of like other great albums. Like, I love Speakerbox and Love Ballads. I love Idlewild. I love everything they put out, but Aqua Mini cannot be touched, and it has got some of the best tracks. I mean, Rosa Parks, iconic. The Art of Storytelling Part 1 and 2, fantastic. Like, just every fucking thing in this, it just makes me mad that I can't make something this good some days.
Can I interrupt you real quick, Charles?
Go
and I hate to,
right ahead. No, go ahead.
It is a Quemini.
A Quemini. No, I'm sorry, you're right. I always call it Aqua Mini. I don't know. It is a Quemini, though. You are 100%.
It kind of looks like Aqua Mini, though.
It does.
I kind of want to keep calling it Aqua Mini.
I called it Aqua Mini in front of a friend of mine, and boy, did I get a tongue lashing because that was his favorite album.
No, yes. See, it's a good ass album. It's like people like get mad, like heated if you even fucking mispronunciate it, but except for Doom because he's a good friend of mine, obviously. And like the legacy it's had is just out of this world. It's such a banger. Like, if y'all sleeping on Outcast, you are sleeping wrong. Like, you're sleeping on the wrong side of things.
I mean,
sorry, Miss Jackson. Ooh,
I am for real. No, I'm for eels.
I am for eels.
Never meant to make a daughter cry. I am several fish and not a guy.
I fucking love that so much. Oh, man. So up next, we have what is, in my opinion, the greatest pop album ever created, period. I won't hear any arguments. This is not a room for discussion. The Beach Boys, Pet Sounds.
It's a good one.
Oh, dude.
Where do I even fucking begin? This is...
I thought that said pot sounds because of the green, and it's so small.
You know what, though? It would make sense because a lot of people smoked pot and listened to the Beach Boys.
It's true. It's true.
My mom and my dad both love this album a lot.
Your mom and dad have very good cast. Very good fucking taste. Okay, so the reason I think it's the best, first of all, I think Brian Wilson is a fucking genius. And the amount of experimentation that he went through to make this album, because his whole goal was to make a perfect album. And the shit he went through to make this is fucking mind-blowing. If y'all want to like get an idea of that, watch the movie Love and Mercy on Hulu. It's great movie about like not just Brian Wilson's mental state at the time, but also like how he grew up and like how he made this album. And this is an album where it throws everything at the wall and sees what sticks, and yet everything somehow manages to stick. Like,
can I also say this is a very fitting album since we're all at the beach and we're all boys?
Yes. Yeah, we're all the Noise Boys at the beach.
We're the Noise Beach Boys.
Noise Beach Boys. And like I said,
Charles,
yeah, but like Pet Sounds, like, and it's like where every bit of experimentation works. Like, if you look up how he did this, like, he brought in he would use stuff like Coke bottles. He would like differently like strike chords on a piano. He would bring in animals, which is why I call it Pet Sounds.
They made fun of this in Walk Hard, by the way. The Dewey Cox movie.
They did. They most certainly.
The song is a banger that they made in the Dewey Cox movie, so I actually don't give a fuck.
That is a great movie. I fucking pissed myself at the sink scene.
It's great.
I love that so much.
Which one?
Exactly. Every single one of them.
Wait, did you pee in the sink?
Yeah, I pissed in the sink.
Also, it also has what is, in my opinion, the song that invented emo music, God Only Knows, which is which is probably, if I'm being honest, my favorite song ever created, period. Like,
oh, really?
It's such a beautiful fucking song that's like sad but also happy. And
that's fair.
I love it so much. And I think it invented it, like emo music, just because of the lyrics, the tone it tries to portray. Like, obviously not instrumental wise, but like,
yeah,
like it was definitely like,
oh yeah, I mean a lot of emo bands don't even like instrumentally sound like
emo songs,
you know,
yeah,
emo
just
songs.
Proving my
they just
point
have the
further.
lyrics and the atmosphere of the song.
And
yeah, correct.
And it's very much like that. And Pet Sounds is fucking iconic. Like, you could like don't get me wrong, I love the album that Good Vibrations is from. I like a lot of their earlier stuff, which was like fun. But this was Brian Wilson's most personal orchestration. He dealt with so much shit in the behind the scenes. Like I said, it's documented in that movie. Like, his dad, who they fired from the fucking band, even like told him like, God Only Knows is a wishy-washy song. Nobody's gonna buy into this shit. Yeah, but like, and the thing is, when it was released, it was so like cold, like received so lukewarm. But now you look at it, every big musician like has noted it as one of the greatest albums of all time. And
yeah. Oh, absolutely, dude. No, I agree with you. It's sick.
It's a sick album. It is a sick album. Like people make fun of the Beach Boys because like Kokomo and they sound about the surfer music. I'm like, no, you give them this and then their opinion changes.
Yeah, they were like the OG vibe band.
They really
do believe that.
They were. That is very true. So
Like,
yeah.
What is this album in the bottom left,
Oh,
Charles? I don't know that.
Oh, baby. Fucking
what's this one? I don't know what this is.
The one on the bottom left, right?
Yes, correct. Yes,
that is a live album, and it is my favorite live album ever made. And I have to say that in front of Nirvana Unplugged and Talking Heads Stop Making Sense. But this won, because I wanted to have one live album, and this one was the winner. This is 98-12-28, Otokachi no Wakare by Fishmans.
Oh, okay.
So Fishmans was a Japanese group. They were known for a lot of their fucking like transcendent kind of like progressive like psychedelic pop sound, and
cool.
All their work is great, but this live album is the greatest thing they've ever done. Like, it was their last show too, which also makes it really sad. And
that is very sad.
It's really sad that this was their final one, and like it's kind of gotten like underground word of mouth, thanks to YouTube and SoundCloud being able to play it digitally. You can't own it physically. If I ever find a physical fucking copy, I will drop some money on it. But
you will shit a brick.
It's one of these songs where like for the first couple tracks you're like, yeah, okay, this sounds pretty nice, and then all of a sudden shit just becomes transcendent, and it's actually the live album that has made me cry. Like, it is genuinely that moving, knowing that this is their last thing they ever did, and how talented they were, and how it's genuinely one of the few fucking live albums where I'm like, I would prefer this over studio shit any day of the week. And it's genuinely moving. Like, there's so many great songs. There's There's the lead-in with Oh Slime, which is actually really funny. There's Thank You, A Happy Person, Unrelatable Angel, Airplane, my personal favorite. And it's so good. Like, if you got, like, a good amount of time, if you got, like, a fucking couple of hours and you just want to log in some music, put this album on. It's on YouTube for free.
Okay, yeah, link it and I'll listen to it.
Absolutely.
For sure. Because I genuinely will.
It's genuinely breathtaking how good this fucking album is.
That is also the only album out of all the ones that I can't actually make out what the bottom one is there, but that's one of the only albums I saw that I was like, what is this?
Let me first get you the link before I continue. Like I said,
go for it.
This album is fucking... Oh, they also have... The actual live show is available on Vimeo, so you can actually see the live show happening.
Oh, cool.
Which is really sweet. So let me see. I'm going to find it real quick before I talk about my next view, which I will make quick, but I really had to just, like, fucking give my...
I can see that strange-ass album art.
You know what time it is. Oh, boy.
You know what time it is.
It's, so, I think I talked about this, and it's kind of fitting that we're talking about this on the finale, because in an episode of The Noise Boys, I think it was the first one, actually... I'll just send you the whole live show because you could just listen to it. You can just listen to it and it's the same effect. But like that weird ass album art, that is my Icelandic queen Bjork.
Yeah,
and that is
Bjork.
that is Homogenic, I believe is how it is pronounced. And I love a lot of Bjork's music. I fell in love with her when I saw her in Lars von Trier's Dancer in the Dark. Beautiful movie, by the way, with a beautiful album that is also great with it. And even if you're not like, even if it like seems like something you wouldn't be into, like, you know, Icelandic music, like, oh, you know, like with a lot of this electronic.
Dude, Bjork is that very strange auntie to me. Like, I listen to a bit of their music.
Have you ever seen the video where she's talking about her old CRTVs and like VHS tapes? It's kind of adorable. I love it.
I have not seen that.
Which album is this one again?
This is Homogenic.
Oh, yeah. Homogenic, yeah, okay. Yep.
Homogenic is, in my opinion, her best work, and that's in front of the Dancer in the Dark soundtrack, which I own both of, and I can honestly say it's some of the best. It's another album that, like Pet Sounds, where it's like so consistently good that I could just listen to this front to back with no fucking issues.
Yeah.
You know, Hunters, Yoga, Unravel, Bachelorette, All Neon Lights, 5 Years, Immature, Alarm Call, Pluto, All Is Full of Love, and I love Bjork so much, you guys. Like, I love her. Just like, I appreciate her and I want to protect her. Also,
Bjork is one of those few musicians who basically you can picture like a record company listening to Bjork for the first time and having no fucking idea what to do.
Yeah.
Because you can't really sell Bjork in any other style. But
you really can't.
No, she had to make something that worked with what she did. And the way she does it is so interesting and it's so perfect.
And Homogenic is the encapsulation of that, in my opinion.
One of my favorite death metal bands is female singer's influence is Bjork.
Yeah.
Zeromaster knows the band. I Wrestled a Bear Once. The first two albums singing, very influenced by Bjork. She has this very intricate way of singing, and you know that it's like influenced by her. You're just like, wow, that sounds like Bjork. Wait a minute. And then you watch a few of her interviews. Yeah, she loves Bjork a lot.
But
she's in a fucking death metal band.
Like, I didn't know Bjork was really good at screaming.
No, like her actual. Well, I mean, she screams in some of her songs. Yeah, doesn't Bjork do that?
I know that's the joke.
That's the joke.
No, but like, Krista, like straight up was like in her clean vocals sounds like Bjork in a number of occasions.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anyway, continue, Charles. I just wanted to say that's pretty interesting.
I fucking adore her. Also, that video where she knocks the absolute ever loving fuck out of a reporter in Bangkok when they tell her welcome to Bangkok, which is a horrible slur in the place she's at. She didn't hold back. She just went after this bitch. It was the best. Oh my god.
Yeah, fuck, that was fun. I love that video.
Bjork at all costs.
Protect that woman.
Absolutely.
Also, Bjork, I've learned, is actually because little story about Bjork. I've talked about how much I love the movie Dancer in the Dark. That movie was apparently a fucking like horror for her to do. Like she hated being a part of it.
Really?
It was a nightmare.
Oh, God.
Apparently, Von Trier just treated her like shit on set, and she swore off movies. But as of now, it's reported that she's going to be in the new Robert Eggers film. Robert Eggers, by the way, did The Witch and The Lighthouse. And
okay.
He's
is that The Northman?
Yeah. Wait, what? The Northman? Yeah, The Northman. Yes.
Yeah, I remember hearing about that. I'm actually kind of interested to see what they do with that.
Yeah, it's going to have Ann Taylor-Cole, Nicole Kidman, Willem Dafoe, Ethan Hawke, and Bjork and Ethan Hawke were announced at the same time. I'm like, no fucking way. She's coming back to acting. Oh, she's going to do good. She's not going to fucking have even a bit of rust on her. But like I said, shout outs to Bjork. I love you, my Icelandic queen. Which brings us to our next album, the one that we were going to have debates about. Fucking Take to the Skies by Enter Shikari.
Oh, wow. We're all having fucking Shikari albums.
We all got Shikari albums. It's a Shikari show. Now, don't get me wrong, Jordan.
I love how I gotta say, Charles, that we both put it in the same
spot. I know that. I'm like, oh shit. But like I said, I love all of Shikari's albums. I first got into them through Flash Flood of Color, which was like
it's because I told everyone to buy it.
Yeah, because you told everyone, and then we all fucking loved it.
Johnny and Edward bought it.
Yeah, we all fucking loved it. I'm like, yeah, I can fuck with this band. And then I listened to Common Dreads, and I loved that. Then my store, like my old record shop, had Take to the Skies on CD. I bought that immediately and plugged it in. I'm like, holy shit, this is good. This is like, yeah, I was vibing with like Flash Flood of Color and Common Dreads, but Take to the Skies was just I'm into this group. This is, I'm gonna live by this group and die by them. And it's one where it's just like, it has that classic, Shikari sense we brought up, where every song flows into the next one, into the next one, into the next one.
Yeah. I love albums that do that.
That's such a cool thing. And like, even if you take that out, like the songs by themselves, even without that really unique flow from one to the other, are all great. Like Sorry You're Not a Winner is a classic. And
it's a jam.
It's a jam. I also have to say Labyrinth is an underrated track. Like more people did.
Yeah, guys.
Labyrinth is such a fucking
sorry to interrupt, but we are all getting those Cheerio shirts.
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. We have to get the Cheerio shirt.
Oh my God,
guess I don't have a choice.
I guess I'll get it.
Yeah.
I guess I'll get it.
Our first live noise cast at a convention or something, we all have to have the Cheerios.
Yes. Oh my God, that would be great.
We'll be like, why are you guys wearing a Cheerio shirt?
3 times smaller than they are.
Yeah. No, but like I said, it's one of those where it's just constantly good. And Jordan, as much as I love the Minesweep is definitely a close second for me. Okay, well, we just kind of had some difficulties. But anyway, Enter Shikari, Take to the Skies. It's a fucking masterpiece of an album. And Flash Flood of Color, like everything they've made is just simply fan-fucking-tastic.
I agree.
And I fucking love it. Wait, what's up?
I said I agree, 100%.
Yeah.
They're my favorite band.
100%. It's one of my favorite bands. Jordan, thank you again so much for getting me into them. If it weren't for you, I probably wouldn't be into them.
I love spreading
Jordan
the love.
Gets everybody into Shikari.
I get literally everyone into Shikari in some way. Even if they don't like every other album, there's like one album.
It makes sense because I'm about to get y'all into Fishman, so this works out.
Oh shit, what's this one?
And the last one, I talked about this on the previous podcast on Title Still Pending.
Yes, he did.
This is the new Thundercat album. It is what it is.
Oh shit! Is that one of your favorites?
It's my album of the year. I still stand by that, and I think of Thundercat's work, this one is still like his best. Like I've had to I even went back and re-listened to I even went back and listened to Drank, and I think his other one is Apocalypse and Golden Age of Apocalypse. I still think it is what it is his best work as an artist.
He's also a guy that gets consistently better every time he puts out music. He really does,
and this is definitely a real apex of that. And it's got this really nice, kind of like I said before, kind of a lo-fi, funky kind of hip hop kind of sound to it, and I love it. It's what they call jazztronica, I think is the right word for it.
I keep going back to Dragon Ball Durag.
Dragon Ball Durag is a banger.
It's such an earworm.
It's such an earworm. It's catchy. It just remains in there. And I'm
the only one that hasn't listened to it yet. I will listen to it. I promise
it's so good.
you.
And not just that one, but I've also been going back to Black Walls every once in a while.
You can fuck to like all of Thundercat's music and it's
fuck to
pleasing.
all of his music and it's
like
all fucking great.
You could fuck to every Deftones song.
It's true.
I would not want to fuck to every Deftones song. I'm not gonna lie.
I did. Fucking to Hexagram.
Change
might be
in
a
the
bit of an
House of
issue.
Flies is not a song I want to have sex to.
That's not a sexy song, but also
Hexagram is
unrequited. And in my opinion, "Unrequited Love," the song that was featured in Carol and Tuesday, underrated track. It's such a gorgeous, beautiful ballad of a song. And if y'all want to like hear me rant about more on Thundercat, and it is what it is, go watch the previous episode with Josh,
Joshy boy, Tucker,
Sick Natural, Quarantino. He changes gimmicks now. I don't know.
He changes gimmicks, but yeah, there's the previous episode.
Thundercat also works with Flying Lotus a lot, and he's known for making all the Adult Swim music.
Cool.
He also did stuff on To Pimp a Butterfly.
Yes.
That is also very cool. That album is fantastic.
Yeah.
Thundercat fucks, bro.
Thundercat
Underrated.
fucks hard.
He's
He's
B
underrated.
is on the album. That's all you gotta know.
He fucks, man.
Yeah.
He also fucks.
Yeah. Doom, I think you're next.
Did you want to spill the beans on your albums, or are you gonna?
Yeah, no, I'll spill.
Because you said you were saving it for this, so I want to listen.
I mean, I wasn't really. I didn't know this was even going to be brought up on the podcast. To be honest with you, my problem is when it comes to picking music, I listen to a lot of albums and like I kind of rate them on like just the personal feeling that they give me. Sometimes an album isn't a 10 when I first listen to it, but when I go back, it can be a 10 because something might just hit different at the time.
That's the same with me too, though.
That's fair.
Give me 5 more years and that list will probably change again. There'll be maybe 1 or 2 on the 2 staying there the same, and then a few more would change.
There's going to be, like, if I had to be honest, probably not a lot of them will change on mine. Mine's actually kind of set in stone, but yeah, go ahead.
Since I kind of made my list on the fly, I went with albums that are near and dear and personal to me, that kind of helped with a lot of my growth as a musician in general. And 3 of these are cop-outs, but I don't care. The first cop-out is Beatles 1, the actual best, greatest hits of the Beatles. Because, big fun fact about me, I have a really lovable soft spot for pop-type music. Yeah. Like, because pop music is made to sound good. It's like the ultimate gateway drug into better music.
Right.
Beatles 1 is cool, though. Yeah, I don't think I've listened to the whole thing, but yeah.
And next cop-out is Elton John's Diamonds. Elton John is one of the only artists, I think, on this earth, if I met them in real life, I would probably cry.
I don't blame you.
Elton
John came to Townsville not too long ago, funnily enough.
Yeah, my mom saw him in concert.
Yeah. My mom's seen him in concert, too.
That's a big bucket list for me, as an Elton John concert. Because, like, even when no matter what phase I've been in my life, there's been an Elton John song that perfectly speaks to me.
Yeah,
and
that's fair.
Obviously, Diamonds also has like 50 songs on it, but it's literally all the best ones.
It's all his shit, like everyone.
That's cool.
Another one that is a cop-out, but a lot of people probably don't know about this guy. It's the collection of Scott Walker's music. Scott Walker is a very old school guy. I don't know how to describe him, maybe as like a British goth soul almost. He sells everything with how he sings something. Yeah. So if he's singing a song about something tragic, you feel it in the vocal. One of my favorite songs by him is called The Plague. You can really feel the soul in there. Like when he's talking about, fighting things like the plague, it feels raw. A lot of his music feels very raw. And he's been a big influence to me my whole life. Like when I got into skateboarding, one of my friends just showed me Scott Walker in a skateboarding video, and I fell in love with the music. And I went through and I listened to all the dude's shit. He's in a Futurama movie. His song 30th Century Man is in Bender's Game.
Oh shit, that was him?
Yes.
Fuck yeah.
I've just Wikipedia'd him. He's also done an album with the prog band Sun O bracket 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 bracket. Have you ever heard of that band?
I have not.
Those classic
there is a band called Sun O bracket 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 bracket. The reason why it's called that is because the O bracket 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 looks like a sun.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
my god.
They're a progressive experimental metal band, and he did apparently an album with them. I'm reading this right now. This is pretty crazy.
He's got so many good albums. Like when I originally started off my life singing before doing anything else.
Mm-hmm.
And people, and like when I finally showed the Scott Walker to people, they're like, I see where you get it from. And I'm like, what's that? They're like, you sing like that. I'm like, oh, I didn't even realize that.
Here's one thing that you guys did not know about me, and I can guarantee none of you knew about me. I used to be in a choir as a kid.
Me too.
I was too. Yeah.
I used to be in a choir, and then I jumped out just before our first performance because I was too scared to go on stage.
Aw.
Yeah.
Bro, I was a band geek. I was in the vocal ensemble. I was in choir. I did fucking plays. Like,
That's
and did
really cool,
musicals.
I think choir kids. Shout out to choir kids.
Yeah, shout outs if you did music in school in general. Like,
yeah, I only did it for a little bit because I'm not really musically inclined, but I did do choir. So
Yeah.
yeah. Anyway, sorry, Doom. Continue. Yeah.
No, it's cool. The other one that here's the thing. I looked at all of yours. If y'all were all doing a party, I'd probably go to Chuckles' party just based off of music. I'm sorry.
Okay, but my party would be way too heavy and fucking weird, so I understand.
I love that shit though, because the only person who posted the other album is Crack the Sky.
Oh, fuck yeah!
Crack the Sky.
You got a bingo here.
Crack the Sky was one of. So, like, when I first started listening to, like, really heavy music, it was all, like, Killswitch Engage and Lamb of God and so many other things.
Yeah.
This was, like, the first album I'd heard, especially by Mastodon, because I've always looked at them as a weird band. But they through what they did on that album, it quenched a thirst for a type of music I didn't even know I wanted at the time.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, that kind of metal is just so different compared to other. It's
also like a deeply tragic album though, because the album was made because Bron Daler's sister committed suicide when she was a kid.
Oh, really?
And
what?
like, so
I did not know
the
that.
album. Yeah, the album, it was a lot of Brent Hines as well. Was in a coma for a while. So they put a lot of the pain on that album. The Last Baron was mentioned. It's a 13-minute song that doesn't feel like a 13-minute song.
It doesn't. It's so lean, yeah.
And you can tell, like, when Brent is playing the solo at the very end, like, he's really letting go of a lot of pain.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, that's deep as shit.
It's also a concept album. It's too deep.
Yeah. Dude, look, concept albums are just... Yeah, I think they are the best thing. I love concept albums, 100%. It could be about anything. Concept meaning like it could just be one thing, and it could be about anything. Two of the albums on my favorite albums list were concept albums, Songs for the Deaf and Catch 33. They're both fucking concept albums. I think they're great.
I love concept albums.
Yeah.
But and also for a group of guys that don't have the greatest singing voices, like traditional singing voices, the melodies they work with like are perfect for what they do, and they're all memorable. Like Crack the Sky is an apex album for me. Like it's probably the album that has shaped a lot of how I feel about music. And then we're going to go to the polar opposite on the next one, which is another album that did the exact same thing, but it's probably also very expected from me because it's a Kanye West project.
Is it Kids See Ghost?
Curious.
It is not Kids See Ghost, actually. Because I'd already had an album that Kanye had basically changed my whole perspective on music.
Okay.
Before Kids See Ghost. Kids See Ghost was the epitome of like my love of Crack the Sky in this album, which is Yeezus.
Oh, and Yeezus, that's a good one.
Yeezus gets a lot of shit because it's not traditional hip-hop in any form or shape.
Is that the one with Black Skinhead on it?
Yes.
Okay, cool. That's the only one I know from that album, I think.
It's based off of a lot of electronic like elements, like Daft Punk was on there. Geseffelstein, who made a fantastic album.
Dude, Geseffelstein is dope. I didn't know you liked Geseffelstein.
I found out about him through Yeezus.
Yeah, my friend Matt even introduced me to Geseffelstein. I really liked his stuff.
And
their stuff, I don't know.
It was such a weird album to me because I'm like, why do I like this? This doesn't sound like anything I like.
Yeah.
Like, I'd listened to electronic music already. I was starting to catch that vibe. Like, when dubstep, quote-unquote, got big. here in America. Like, I caught the wave, but I ended up falling in love with everything that nobody was listening to. Like, granted, Knife Party got popular, Excision got popular, but then there's, like, Foreign Beggars, there's Glitch Mob, there's Aphex Twin.
Foreign Beggars is amazing. I like Foreign Beggars a lot. They did a lot of work with a lot of the other dubstep artists as well.
Yeah, and like for some reason, Yeezus just hit like the most magical mile for me because it was a blend of everything I'd kind of liked. Because it had like the passion of rock and roll, the sound of electronic with like the real fuck you hip hop shit that I liked. Because like at the same time, like Tyler the Creator was big at the time. Oh yeah, I loved anti-authority shit.
Tyler is great. Yeah. I love Tyler. My sister listens to fucking Tyler. She's 13.
Isn't that weird?
That is just like, it's very strange. Because my stepmom's like, she listens to some questionable stuff. I'm like, oh, you mean Tyler the Creator? And she's like, oh, I guess. She didn't know who that was.
Let's be honest. Bastard and Goblin and maybe even Wolf era Tyler is a little scary to probably most parents.
Wolf.
Wolf is underrated.
It's a great album.
Totally underrated.
I love that album a lot. But yeah, no, I think, I mean, my sister does listen to his newer stuff, Flower Boy and what's his latest? Igor, yeah.
Igor.
But,
Such a great album.
But I showed her something from Wolf and she's like, oh, this is different. I'm like, yeah, Tyler was a badass. And
yes, he was.
And still
He
is.
was.
Still is to this day. Love you, Tyler. Good guy.
Love you too, Tyler.
No, I've never met him.
Also, Tyler originally, there's a song that's pretty known on Yeezus called Bound.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Tyler,
you're
tired of loving with nobody to love. Such a good.
Isn't that the one with the naked guys on the fucking...
Yes. Seth Rogen and James Franco did a parody of it.
Yes.
But this exists out there. There is a Tyler the Creator produced version of that song that exists in the ether.
Oh.
And the fact that it didn't actually make it on Yeezus is understandable, but very surprising because of how good it is.
Okay. Fuck.
Another album kind of in the same vein as Yeezus is California by Mr. Bungle.
Oh, yes.
Because California, again, was another album that was presented to me that was
Bungle.
weird.
They're such a good... I keep forgetting they exist, but they're so good.
I know, right?
It's so weird. Like, why do I forget that Mr. Bungle exists as one of the best singers of all time?
It's because it's really easier to remember Faith No More.
Yeah, I love Faith No More, though. I will always love Faith No More. I will love anything that fucking motherfucker has made, really.
He made me like Dillinger Escape Plan for like 2 minutes.
And then Dillinger Escape Plan got their new vocalist. You're like, oh, I mean, he's good, but like, I love that band though. Still,
I hear you singing the Patton songs. It's not that. It's okay.
I not to derail it a bit, but I saw Dillinger Escape Plan live, and the first impression I got from the guy was, wow, this guy's an asshole. But his music's okay.
I saw them with Mastodon, and I was so upset because I'm like, I don't want Dillinger Escape Plan in the middle of this, because Red Fang was the first band that I heard. They were awesome. And then I was like, just get to Mastodon. Let Mastodon play 4 hours.
I like Dillinger. Just like his live presence was just so like, the mic wasn't working, so he got fucking really angry and threw the mic stand into the crowd. And I'm like,
he's a rock star, bro. That's how they do.
Yeah. What you said is exactly how I feel about when I went and saw Motley Crue. because you had
Cherry.
Papa Roach and then Buck Cherry and then Motley Crue. You know what? I was even there to watch. I even there got in time to watch the opening act. Trapped play the only song that like anybody knows by them, and I still preferred that over listening to Fuck Cherry. By the way, Trapped got in a beef with Dance Gavin Dance and got totally owned.
He got into a beef with Ice-T.
Dude. They're a whole bunch of racists. The band
Trapped got into a beef with Ice-T, and Ice-T is like, who the fuck are you?
Yeah, I know.
That's what Tillian basically said. Who
I
are
know
you
we're still getting yet to our fucking title's still pending. We're not there yet, and I will let you continue. But Ice-T is related to one of the things I plugged. But continue.
Oh, nice. We'll have to quickfire around this rest part. This
last best album. Go listen to California by Mr. Bungle. By the way, it's a trip, and it will make you fall in love with types of music you didn't think of. The last album is a pure hip hop album. Lupe Fiasco's Food and Liquor. The first hip hop project I'd ever listened to that actually felt relatable from somebody who was on the outside of the whole thing going on. Because I was a rock kid. But for something about Lupe Fiasco and his Food and Liquor shit, like Kick Push was that skateboarding song that I liked because I liked skateboarding. And then you listen to the album and it's like,
I wish I could skateboard.
What the fuck? It's so good.
God damn. Okay, I'll have to listen to that Mr. Bungle album too. I don't think I've actually heard that one.
There's an Avenged Sevenfold cover of one of my favorite songs on that record. It's Booty. Don't listen to it. It's a 2-pack of ass.
I mean, it's Avenged Sevenfold, and I wasn't going to listen to it anyway.
Yeah, I was going to say.
I can't stand that band. I really can't.
Me neither.
Anyway.
Avenged Sevenfold was that one of those bands that I listened to on pure volume, and then they got popular with Bad Country, and I'm like, what the fuck happened?
Yeah, it was like Bullet for My Valentine. I did the same thing. Fuck that band, by the way.
I will be honest, I saw Avenged Sevenfold at a live show that they weren't supposed to be at. I went to Mayhem Fest one year, and I was mainly going there to see Lamb of God and like all the other bands, because it's a festival. There's like 100 bands. Right. And Avenged Sevenfold had just dropped that Nightmare album, like after their drummer had passed away. And it dropped the same day as the show, so they got to play there. And holy fuck, can they do a great live set when they only play the good songs.
Yeah. Yeah. What was that? The dude drummer was the drummer from Dream Theater.
So, yeah, Mike Portnoy.
Is the Nightmare album... Is that their like 2012 album?
2010, I think.
That was their 2010 album, and it's actually I actually think it's a really good album.
Because I like the really early albums before they got popular, and specifically the one that came out in it must have been 2010.
Nightmare.
Those are actually the good
Nightmare
ones.
wasn't too bad.
Nightmare.
Specifically because the drumming was like fucking crisp as shit. I love the drumming on that album. Anyway, I mean, I don't like the band anymore. The reason why I don't like the band is because they legitimately didn't get the top stage at a festival here, and then they cancelled because they didn't get the top stage. They were literally like, well, if we're not going to be on the top stage, then we're not going.
Wow, what a bunch of
literally
babies. It's almost like
absolute babies.
It's almost like you shouldn't feel humble to be there.
Yeah, I'll be real though. I appreciate like the first 5 albums you guys did. Like, I think they're still solid and hold up in different ways. But y'all gotta lose your fucking egos, man.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, that's it. That's fucking it.
All right.
Hail to the King is the worst album I've ever heard in my life. Don't at me.
It is.
All right. This podcast is getting a little long in the tooth, so let's just go right into Title Still Pending.
And we're starting with Zeromaster.
And unfortunately, I only have one written down. I have one I thought of that I'm going to do.
Quickfire round.
Even though we're supposed to do 3.
I'll do a logo for Quickfire round too. Pew, 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 pew.
So the first thing I want to talk about is a Netflix series I watched recently called High Score.
Okay.
This is a documentary series about video games.
Yep.
And it doesn't go through the entire history of video games. It picks certain points to talk about. But what I like about it is it covers stuff that I really didn't think of. Like, they did a whole segment on EA, and I mean early EA, like when they were Electronic Artists, what the whole point of the company was, and talked about, they kind of went in depth on sports games, but like it was like actual history on sports games. Yeah. A lot of the times when people do history of EA videos, they talk about Trip Hopkins and 3DO Company and that kind of stuff. And that's like, nobody focuses on the early days when Electronic Arts, their whole thing was every game you bought was basically like an album, and it had the developers on the back of it, like a photo as if they were the band.
Yeah. So
it was like they were electronic artists because that's the whole point. That's why they started. So the artists get credit, like the people programming the game.
Yeah.
So, of course, nothing like they are today, which is a big mega corporation that everyone hates.
Yep.
But like, it's cool to see the history of them. It shows like a couple other things, like one of the first video game like challenges, other game challenges like the Nintendo World Championship and stuff like that.
Okay.
Follows like stuff RPGs and adventure games, the start of Sierra Online, stuff like that. There's a whole bunch of stuff that they talk about, and there's some parts of it are a little, well, I can't say any, I can't find a better way to say, but well, other than some parts are a little cringy, but it's like, it's a TV show style format, so that's understandable. But if you've seen The Toys That Made Us, it's very much like that.
Yeah, I've seen the Toys That
I've got to see that, and like I've seen this high score series you're talking about, like around Netflix. Okay. I'm like, I should watch that at some point.
Also, if you haven't seen it, and I guess you could call this one of my recommendations of Quickfire, watch The Movies That Made Us. That's also made by The Toys That Made Us.
Oh.
It's really fucking good.
You know what? Fuck it. Okay, watch all of their shit. It's so good.
Okay, specifically, Charles, the episode on oh fuck, no, I can't think of the movie. Oh, the episode on Die Hard.
Yes,
that's the one I think you should watch.
Oh, okay.
Because you would probably find it really interesting, because I know you love that movie.
Yeah, that movie's fucking tight. Yeah,
favorite Christmas movie.
But, it is one of my favorites too. But yeah, so the other one I want to talk about is a streamer. She's a friend of mine, and I normally don't talk about streamers and whatnot in this section, but she just hit 1,000 followers. And she's become a really good friend of mine. I'm working with her on some stuff. Her name is Maggie Media. The easiest way I can explain to her is like, she's this adorable, cute girl who's really a gremlin. Because she goes on these rants sometimes when she's playing a game that are just like, it's just like this high-pitched, adorable VTuber girl, but she's talking about, this motherfucker over here trying to get in my grill and shit. Like,
that's good, though, because that's unique. Not many people do that. Yeah, that's what you need to be unique and stuff.
She's that's why I say that she's kind of like some people say that she's like a sassy lost child.
The sassy lost child. Who is this sassy lost cunt?
But she really, like I said, she's the most adorable little gremlin out there. So if you get a chance, check her out. She streams Monday to Friday, 12 to 6 Eastern time. So she streams every day practically, except for the weekends, sometimes the weekends. And she does art. She's working on some art for me and other people. And she also streams games. Lately, she's been playing like a lot of Minecraft and stuff. And that's one of the things I've been watching to play is
Minecraft with the brown bricks. All right.
I have clipped many of things from her channel because she always says amazing shit, and I post and she's like, "Oh no, why did you clip that?"
Of course.
Meggie Media, MEGI Media. Go check her out.
Media. Let's go.
So let's see. I think our next boy should be Charles.
Okay, cool. So like we're doing 3 things in a lightning round, right?
Yeah,
or
is it 2 things round, like a boom, boom, boom kind of thing. But we can talk about them.
All right. So three. Wait, 3 things for the lightning round, or 3 things for the
in general?
Okay, in general.
Yeah, 3 things. Yeah.
Okay. So for my 2 things, I want to talk about. First of which is both a movie and a series, and this is one that I've wanted to get into for a while, and it's actually related to something else I forgot to announce at the beginning of the podcast. Your boy Charles is a taken man. I've been dating this girl for a few months. She's from Indiana. Her name is Allie. She's just the best. I just shout outs to Allie. I love you so much,
Allie.
princess.
Aww.
Shout out.
And like one of the things we bonded over outside of like anime and wholesome posting was like a lot of like macabre horror shit. And one series that I was able to get her into, and when she visited me down here, was the movie of this. It's one of my favorite FX series going on right now, and it's related to a movie that I fell in love with years ago when Tony, my buddy, got me a Blu-ray of it. What We Do in the Shadows.
I've heard good things.
Yeah. I heard good things about that one too.
So What We Do in the Shadows is a film. It's kind of like a mockumentary format film about these vampires living in New Zealand, and it was, and like it's directed and created by Taika Waititi, who did Thor Ragnarok, Jojo Rabbit, and Hunt for the Wilder People, and he's also joined by Jermaine Clement of Flight of the Conchords.
I have to watch it now. Now that
I have to check this out.
The movie is Flight of the Conchords, dude. That is
it's
some
great,
good
and it's that kind of humor too. And like the movie is for the most part like a mockumentary style. There's these camera crews who all wear crucifixes so they don't get their necks bitten by any of the people they're recording, and it's like these 3. It's like these 3 vampires. There's, I think, let me look up the names of the vampires in question just to make sure I get them. Just to make sure I get them identified. Right, Taika Waititi plays the main one. You know, Viago, who's kind of like this eccentric vampire who's in love with this woman who he promised a pledge to many decades ago before his old familiar sent his coffin to the wrong address, like on a different part of the world, so he hasn't seen her in years. There's Jermaine Clement, the Flight of the Conchords guy, playing Vladislav, who is like this, like kind of like badass looking mustachioed vampire.
That's Jermaine. What are you doing, Jermaine?
Jermaine Clement, isn't it? Yeah.
I've got to love his
and then there's
voice.
Jonathan, I think his name is Jonathan Bruh.
Bruh.
Jonathan. It is kind of like a bruh, and he plays like Deacon. And Jonathan Bruh plays the younger vampire Deacon, who's kind of like the teenager of the group because he's only been a vampire for 50 years, but Vladislav and Viago have existed for centuries or millennia. And it's just like, it's so like just, there's not really much of a narrative to it. It's more just kind of like a compilation of like scenes that are recorded by this like mockumentary crew, and there's bits of conflict like without spoiling it, and there's like a little pathos in there about like the price of immortality and like the loneliness that can come with it. And there's like a lot of other like little side characters, like there's Jackie, who's Deacon's familiar, who is promised one day to be a vampire but has never quite turned into one. And they have their friend, this human friend Stu, who they never want to like drink the blood of. He's just a friend of theirs, and it's just little serialized stuff. And then they actually got this as a series on FX, and I'm not kidding you, I put it up there with Always Sunny as far as like funny FX series go, and it takes place not in New Zealand but Staten Island, and the series is just as it has the same type of humor and fucking tone to it, but it's just a different setting altogether. And a lot of the actors aren't very well known, but this show has been like getting them a lot more
recognition,
a lot more recognition. And like it's about like there's actually four vampires and a familiar this time. There's the main one, Nandor the Relentless, who is this former warlord. He's really like campy and funny. There's Laszlo, who is like the sex fiend, and his wife Nadja, who turned to Laszlo and his wife Nadja, who is the vampire who turned him into a vampire. And they're also joined by the Daywalker friend Colin Robinson, who's the fat bald white guy who is a fucking energy vampire who gets his sustenance by just having long droning conversations about statistics or just telling dad jokes and whatever. And like he'll sometimes like drain it off his fellow vampires, sometimes other humans, and like. And
this sounds like the most amazing movie ever.
No, this is the series I'm talking about. This is the
there's a movie, and then they had a series.
The movie's the one with Taika Waititi and Jermaine Clement. Then there's a series on FX that, without spoiling it, it takes place in the same universe.
Oh, that's cool.
Okay,
which is really cool. And of course, there's the familiar of the TV series, Guillermo de la Cruz, who's Nandor's familiar, who is promised to be a vampire, but has never turned into one, and that plays into the story. It is goddamn hilarious. Great, like, it's got, like, a lot of that great, like, humor you'd expect from, like, a vampire fiction. Like, in the movie, there's, like, a scene where Viago bites the neck of a woman who he's trying to bite, of, like, he's trying to drink blood from, but he accidentally punctures her fucking jugular, and it just causes the blood to squirt in his mouth. He's just like, I hit the vein! And just stuff like that, and then she dies, and there's blood everywhere, and he's like, well, this was a messy feast. And like the series has got a lot of like other similar concepts. Like it's again following that whole what do centuries old vampires do to live in the modern day? How do they get by? What do they do? Like in one episode there, like of the series, like Nandor, Laszlo, and Nadja find what they think is a curse being hexed upon them, but it's just a fucking chain email. And they think that they're actually going to be vexed. It's such an obvious joke, but it works when you consider like where they're from.
That's fucking good. I will definitely check the movie out. I don't even know if I can watch the series because I don't have
Fuck, this sounds amazing. I need to check this out.
It's so fucking good. And like I said, if you're in the US of A, we have it on Hulu and FX, so
yeah, I have neither of them.
I think like Jordan, I think there is a way you can view it in UK parts, and I think Australia.
There's got to be a way. There's no way in Australia to watch that Harley Quinn cartoon, and Hayes really pissed off about that because she really
I
wants
heard.
to watch it, but there's no single way
And-
to watch it here in Australia.
And the series has a shitload of like special guest stars. Like there's like Beanie Feldstein plays like a minor, like a reoccurring character. She's the girl from Booksmart. Doug Jones appears in season 1. If you don't know Doug Jones, he's that.
And then Doug Walker comes in.
No,
And he goes, vampires!
no.
Wait, hold on. Is Doug Jones the fusion of Doug Walker and Brad Jones?
No, Doug
Critic,
Jones.
I need you to come with me this time. No!
They
occupy the same body.
Doug Jones is the actor who was in Hellboy, Mimic. Like, he's always that guy in makeup who works with Guillermo del Toro a lot.
Oh, yeah.
He's good. He's good.
He's really good, and it's got a lot of like other special guest stars. Nick Kroll was in an episode. Not Beanie Feldstein. Dave Bautista is in an episode.
We may get it like in another form of like
You might get it in like another way. I'm sure that Mark Hamill and Benedict Wong appear in season 2, and like
That's
I'll
kinda
simply
cool.
say this: in one of the episodes, there is a legion of vampires, and they are led by they're led by Tilda Swinton, Danny Trejo, Paul Rubens, Wesley Snipes, and just like all these who's of people who played like vampires or like vampire like forms of fiction.
That is cool.
It is.
That is
Get
so
Nick
fucking
Cage
fun.
on that bitch.
They weren't able to get Nick Cage. They even say that in the episode.
They better be able to get Nick Cage for that bitch eventually.
Eventually, he would be fucking perfect in that. But yeah, What We Do in the Shadows, the movie by Taika Waititi and Jim A. Clement, and the series based off that movie. That's my first recommendation. Now, my second recommendation is a Netflix series that I fucking just fell head over goddamn heels with, and I didn't expect it because I was thinking I was just gonna skip this anime. I'm like, I'm not into it. But then one day I saw it on Netflix. I'm like, I'll give it a watch. And holy shit, this might be my anime of 2020. I'm talking about The Great Pretender.
Okay. Great Pretender.
Great Pretender. It's a Netflix original. They're releasing it differently. They're not holding it quite in Netflix jail like they always do. Like, you know, where they hold on to a show and only show it at certain parts of the world and then release it to the US. They're releasing it in like 4 to 5 episode chunks, which is nice. And The Great Pretender is an original series, animated by Wit Studio, who did Attack on Titan and a lot of other great stuff. But the series, I'll tell you, it's kind of this crime dramedy about this Japanese con artist who proclaims that he's the best con artist around until one day he's tricked by this French con man and out of some money, and he follows him all the way to Los Angeles, and the two just kind of the Japanese kid gets involved with the inner con artistry. Like there's like a giant con artistry ring, and he gets involved with it. There's also the Frenchman's assistant, Abigail Jones, who is best girl. She's a brown-skinned waifu, and oh by golly, do I want her to kick me in the face. Like, she's a badass character. No,
Charles.
and like, no, I know. No, but listen. This series is genuinely funny. It's so gorgeous looking. Like, this is like the animation, the background art. Like, the backgrounds look like they're almost like fucking watercolor paintings. Like,
Okay.
and like the fact that they are like able to work in CG for these vehicles and such is amazing because they look like they belong in the world. Like they're CG models for like the cars and the trains and the like planes, but it fits in the world that they're kind of presenting and the style it is. The best way I could describe this anime is like it's jazz. It has a jazzy soundtrack, but even its conventional style is like that of jazz music. Like you have one guy over here doing this, and then suddenly he comes over here and improvises. There's just like a lot of improvising and interconnecting these plots of this like trio who are involved with the big con ring, who just con people out of money, but they're conning bad people. Like one of the first arcs is that they're conning this gangster who's using filmmaking as a front for his actual job in drug trade. So they're trying to con him into buying this drug that's amazing, but it's really just Japanese candy. And it's just interesting to see like what these cons lead to and how they con him out of money. They're taking from the rich to give to themselves, but they're taking from the rich to give to themselves, but they're stealing from people who are awful, like really scummy people. And like you figure that out. And it slowly reveals a lot of the characters' backstories and what got them into con artistry. Why are they the way they are? And it's really tragic and interesting. So, Great Pretender on Netflix. Check it out if you want to see what is, in my opinion, one of the best anime of the year.
Once I finish with Umbrella Academy, I'll watch that.
Oh, you're watching Umbrella Academy. Good, because that was one of my ideas I was going to talk about. I've been watching that with Allie as well.
It's good so far. I'm up to like episode 7 or something. But
I haven't watched Great Pretender with Allie, but that's who I watched What We Do in the Shadows and got her into it with. But
nice.
Umbrella Academy's fucking dope. But no, my Spitfire third pick is actually for a content creator. Like I said a few moments ago, I figured out about this guy through Ice-T, of all things, because he kept bumping his videos. Doom knows who this guy is. Mark Rebele, or Loop Daddy.
Yeah, we talked about him on the last podcast.
Did we really? Oh my god!
Yes, that's the guy that Josh saw the sample pad. He bought the same sample pad.
Oh my god!
I called him Nutella Justice because I couldn't pronounce his fucking name. But yeah.
oh my god!
Yeah,
can I
Mark
pick
Rebier, bro. He's the best.
Mark Rebier is the best. But can I pick another one if that's the case? Because I feel like
go for it. Go for it. Pick another one quickly.
So for my next Quickfire pick, I'm gonna go with I'm Thinking of Ending Things, the new Netflix movie by Charlie Kaufman, an adaptation of one of my favorite psychological horror books.
I saw that in my recommended, and I'm like, I need to watch this. This looks really good.
So Charlie Kaufman, he did Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, Being John Malkovich, Synecdoche, New York. This is another masterpiece from him, and I will say it, not everyone is gonna like it. And I totally understand because it's not a movie where you're supposed to understand it all, but you're kind of supposed to feel it, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
And it's a psychological narrative about this woman who's thinking of ending things with this boy who thinks it's going great. And it all turns out to be this giant psychological web and a commentary on the human condition. It's gorgeous. Okay. It's like, oh my god, this is the best film of the year. But that's my rapid fire pick. But let's throw it over to Jordo.
Okay. So, my pick for the main thing I want to talk about, main two things. I've been playing a lot of fucking RuneScape a lot. So much so that it has taken probably too much time out of my day. I think I'm not playing it as much lately, only because I was at my dad's house looking after his dog and stuff. So it's been but so it's just so chill. You can do two things at once. You can just play that game and play something else, or work on a video, and you can just it's just a grinding, time-consuming kind of game. It's a time throwaway game. It's very interesting. It's funny because it's so old, and I've gone from not playing it and then playing it and not playing it. A RuneScape YouTube guy once said, "You never ever stop playing RuneScape, you just take breaks." Very long breaks.
Sounds about right.
And that's basically what it is. It's sort of like with Yu-Gi-Oh! You like with me, I play a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! As well. You just take long, prolonged breaks. You never really quit it. Mm-hmm. Now, for the second thing I want to talk about, it was going to be about Agretsuko. We did speak about it a bit. I think I really, really, really do enjoy this show a lot. Just because it's just so charming, and a lot of the characters are really cool, and I sort of understand where they're coming from, and it's really cute, and I mean the fact that it's my favorite animal is pretty. I love red pandas a lot. I also just like how they can make a character that you fucking just don't like, and you kind of like them. It's really weird. They swap your whole opinion on a character.
Yeah, with just a little bit of insight.
The guy at this, it's not really a spoiler because it happens in episode 1. Gretsuko hits a guy's car, and you see him, and he's like, "Oh fuck, he's a dick." You kind of start to warm up to him a bit later on. Yeah. They even did that with the pig dude. Is it Toe?
Yeah, Tone. Yeah, Tone even becomes he's
Tone,
still an asshole.
He's an asshole, but he's there's a straight up a scene where she goes to him and then he finds out that she's doing all this stuff to get money, and he's like, "All right, how much do you need?" He's just sort of that kind of boss is like, "I'll get you out of this situation. It'll make it easier on you. Just pay me back. Yeah. How much do you need?" Yeah. And she's like, "I don't want to do that." And he's like, "Wait a minute, why not?" And then you know what I mean? It's he was a fucking asshole in seasons 1 and mostly through 2.
Yeah.
But like in this one, you kind of like, he's a boss. He's just supposed to be a fucking arsehole. That's just the way he is.
Yeah,
But like this,
he gives Retsuko a hard time because he cares. That's how
yeah,
I
think he does because he knows that a job is important, and I think Retsuko also gets a little bit too behind on things easily, and I think that push is a good thing. Like season 1, he was an arsehole 100%. Like there was no doubt about it. But like season 2 is a little bit. You find out he has a family and whatever, and it's a bit like he's just
he's all right. Yeah,
there's a lot of characters in that show. Like
there's a character in particular season 2 who I actually really warmed up to, especially in season 3.
Yeah, they come back. I know who you're talking about. I won't spoil it.
Yeah, you know who I'm talking about. No, I love him.
And I'm just like, I'm like, oh fuck, and then I'm like, oh. When I saw him, I'm like, oh, that's cool. But no, good show, very good show. Now for my quickfire third thing, there is an album by a band called Fall of Troy. Now that might be sound familiar because Fall of Troy made probably one of the most popular Guitar Hero songs ever, called FCP Remix, and everyone knows that song. I don't think I know a person that doesn't know that song. Now there's a new album. I don't know how to pronounce it. Let me try and find it. I'm trying to make this as quick as possible. Wall of Troy. Their new album is called Makilturth. I don't know how I think that's how it's pronounced. Makilturth.
Yeah.
It is straight up really, really good. I like it. It's very heavy, very proggy, really cool, post-hardcore kind of vibes. And the first 5 or 6 songs in the album are all re-recordings of very old songs before they were even Fall of Troy. And I've been waiting for these songs to get remastered for years, at least 8 years. I've been waiting so long for just to hear a good copy of these songs because they almost felt like they've forgotten about the songs because they were a band called 1,000 Year War before they were Fall of Troy, and they had really, really bad demo quality kind of versions of the songs, which I still enjoyed. But hearing them in high quality, I'm just like, oh, this is tasty. But yeah, that's my third pick. Mulkilturth, or I think it's what it's called, by Fall of Troy. Very good album, very proggy, very heavy, very different. Very they sound even emo-y in some points, but that's just his voice. He has a very strange he's a very strange vocalist. Can't remember his name. But yeah, and Doom, go for it. Do your thing, Doom.
Real quick, I'm really sorry, Charles, for stomping on your Mark Rebier take.
No, it's
Can you please finish that?
What? Oh no, I was just gonna say this guy is a fucking. I don't know what it is, but I dig the dude's energy. I love the fact this dude could just be in his skivvies and fucking just be as soulful or as frantic with his music and what he sings about. Just great, whether it's about
Wait, he's not the guy who was on who's on that Twitter meme of making beats in his underwear.
Yeah, that's him.
I think that's him. Yeah, the guy with the white guy with the glasses.
Shit.
Yeah, I first figured out about it through the racism sucks. Racism sucks. I'm tired of this shit because Ice-T retweeted that. And then I started just going deeper into his shit, and I found about him talking about singing about wanting to touch a girl's ass or whatever. Or sucking on titties or whatever it is.
He's fucking great.
I think I may have seen this guy as well somewhere.
And there's there's even a video of him at a fucking bar where this little tiny girl is dressing and she got white dress and he's singing about that and the little girl's dancing. It's adorable.
Aww.
I posted a really good video in the Noise Boys chat of him making music with Kenny Beats. Kenny Beats is also really cool.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
that's awesome.
I'm going to make my shit really quick.
Yeah.
I have a movie, an album, and an artist.
Yeah.
The movie I want to talk about is a film called Get Duked. It's an Amazon original.
Mm-hmm.
Did you ever wonder what would happen if you took the book The Most Dangerous Game and mixed it with Attack the Block and Hot Fuzz?
I love that.
That sounds great.
Then this movie is for you. It's about 4 Scottish lads going off to try to win some competition, and they're being hunted by some psychos. One of those psychos being Eddie Izzard. It's hilarious. It's got a dope hip-hop soundtrack. It's very funny. It's kind of shot like an acid trip, but it's really good. Highly recommended if you have Amazon Prime Video.
I'll definitely check that out, yeah.
The quick artist I want to mention, because I'm all about people finding their success in ways that they didn't expect. St. John is a guy who recently has been in popular music because of his song Roses. It was remixed by a guy named Imenbeck. He's a DJ, so there's an electronic version out there. It's gone diamond, it's gone platinum, it's been in all the TikToks. Fuck that version of that song.
It's been in all the TikToks.
It really has.
God, I fucking hate TikTok.
Fuck that version of that song, though. Go back and listen to Collection 1 and Ghetto Lenny's Love Songs.
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic albums. They are hip-hop, but he sings and raps at the same time, and he speaks some very powerful shit. And then the last thing I want to say, my hip-hop album of the year. I think I finally have a decision, unless something else drops. But Freddie Gibbs and Alchemist came together this year to put out an album called Alfredo. It is fantastic. Alchemist is back in full form on his production. A lot of very trippy, slow sample-based stuff. It mixes very well with Freddie's very fast flow. He's got a song with
Freddie's
Tyler, the creator.
very fast flow. Say that 4 times quick.
He's got Tyler on the record. He's got Conway the Machine, Benny the Butcher. Shout out to Griselda. Rick Ross is on the album. It's a very good album if you like street hip hop, because Freddie Gibbs makes selling cocaine feel very relatable. It's not about the cocaine; it's about the struggle to be successful, and that's what I fuck with it. Great album, cool. Album of the year for hip hop for me.
Woo! Oh hell yeah! Is that all of us?
Yeah,
it's all of us.
Can I just bring up one more little thing that I forgot to mention?
I also lightning round.
You got 30 seconds.
30 seconds. Boom. 30
too.
seconds. ReZero is the best anime of all time. I love it. I just want to say it's my new favorite anime. I fucking love ReZero a lot.
That's sweet.
And I forgot to mention it the whole podcast, but I just want to say I fucking adore the show. If anyone's not watching it, please watch ReZero. Read ReZero. Do something with ReZero. It's great. I like it. It's obviously not the best anime of all time. It's just my favorite anime.
Yeah.
And if you haven't watched it, you're going to have to watch it, because then I need people to talk to about it, because no one else is fucking watching it.
I am.
I know you are.
What are you talking about?
I know you are, Charles.
Every single fucking person on Twitter is talking about the goddamn show.
And I'm just like, about that.
I'm good, fam.
I'm not.
I'm good, fam.
It's a shame because it's fucking fantastic. It's way better than Konosuba. Anyway, we're not going to get into that
guys, discussion. It's time for the final segment of the podcast. And Jordan, can you please do the line?
I'm working on it.
Yeah. That is the name of this segment.
Let's just do this.
So, for my camp, I'll just go ahead and go first. I have some major projects coming up. I'm working on some major projects, editing for some folks, and working on some of my own major projects. There's a game that I'm involved with, which the Kickstarter should be out by now. If Brendan presses the go live button.
That's exciting. I'm excited.
So that's coming down the Pipo Lino. And eventually I will be switching my stuff over on Twitch to my VTuber debut 2.0
yay,
Jazzword,
sweet,
Web 2.0 shiny stuff.
Yay.
That's all I got. Jordan, what are you working on?
I'm working on nothing. I'm working on my 10th anniversary video, which will obviously be out before this comes out. It is a movie. A lot of people already know what it is about, but it is a movie in a sense where it's a parody of the movie of something.
That was a good movie. I like the part where we all died.
No, not that one. It's not that long. It's like a 6-minute video, but like it's a movie in a sense where it's using the footage from the movie. I wanted to give it a complete send-off, and I thought, why not? Anyway, so that's one thing I'm working on. I'm working on it. Every time I hear it, I'm just going to say that. I'm fucking working on fucking shit. And one other thing is obviously this podcast, but music. I'm going to pop up a song soon. I've already put the demo of it on my SoundCloud. And that sounds like I feel like a fucking asshole saying SoundCloud, but I don't know if I want to put it on YouTube, so I might just like let it sit for a bit. It is a breakbeat electronica song that I've worked on for a few days, and I feel very comfortable with it now, so I'm gonna probably upload it eventually. So that'll come out one day, and yeah, that's it. Because I mean, the other things I work on are the podcast, and that's it. And then my other series, I'm not sure what I'm going to do for the next. What in the world? I'm not sure what I'm going to do for the next one.
What the hell? What in the world?
What the heck? What the hell? What the heck?
Bionicles? What the fuck?
Doom, what are you working on?
Well, I have a YouTube channel again. And there have been things posted on it. There are 2 playthroughs with all of us on there.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Oh, yeah.
One from my birthday stream and one where I low-key get to I low-key bully Jordan in editing.
Yeah, that's okay. I was saying that the other day, but I was genuinely saying it because like it made no sense on screen.
You were so mad.
You should have heard me. I was even angrier the other day about Fall Guys because it was legitimately a glitch where I took the tail and it didn't register, and like it was in the last 5 seconds. I held on to the guy and I didn't get the tail, and I was very mad. Anyway,
yeah.
Fall Guys.
Did you PlayStation capture that shit and send it to the devs and be like, yo?
No, I didn't.
Play Fall Guys, by the way, guys. Just go fucking buy it.
Yeah,
I know it's not free anymore. I know it's October when this comes out. It's cool.
It's gonna be December when this fucking comes out.
Yeah.
Just in time for Christmas at the beach. Oh no, it's freezing over. But anyway,
yes, you've got that channel, and I like it because it's really it's good because it keeps us all together and we get to play games.
You play games,
and I'm also working on new original content for that channel as well. I've started a little series that I've been slowly working on. I'm trying to treat it the same way I treat music, work on it when it feels right.
Yeah.
I'm not putting dates out for anything. But other than that, I'm working on that shit too. I'm still working on music. I'm going to get the final masterings for what was Pomelo. It's going to be a 3-track EP, mastered completely. I'm working on my next one called Songs for Nobody. I don't have anything about that, but it's something I'm working on. And then by the time this comes out, Bad Will Ambassadors will have dropped our first song with the 3 of us together that we've built from the ground up. It's called 9/10, or in some circles, Country Milk. How do you milk an almond with no tit? But yeah, that should be coming out on 9/10. Can that please
be the name of the song? I like that one better.
No, it's called 9/10. We're releasing it on 9/10 because there's a full moon on 9/10, and it's like 9/10 of the law.
Ooh, I like that too.
So by the time this comes out, it'll be out.
It's gonna be it's coming out soon, and then I'm just doing shit.
Yay!
I'm gonna be stuck working from home until January 1st.
Oh yeah, I'm also working, and that sucks. But oh well. Charles, it's you now.
Yeah, okay, so got a big epic ass announcement to make. A few years ago, like I think a little before we started this in 2019, right? This podcast, right?
Yes.
So it was a little around the time of the podcast. I entered a bit of a creative sabbatical since I had a lot of editors dropping out of projects and people who wouldn't want to be involved with my works for personal reasons, let's just say.
Fair.
And it caused me to put some stuff on the shelf, but I was one day revisiting some stuff on my computer, and I started revisiting both an old script for a project that I loved and still do to this day, as well as some of the assets I had for it. And I said, you know what? Fuck it. I want to bring it back, and I want to do this. This is what I'm doing now. So I'm pleased to announce that there will be a return of Fooly Cooley Abridged.
Yay!
Which is the project years ago that I started. Doom, in a drunken state, would be in a call with me and suggest lines, and he came up with a couple of the zingers. Shoutouts to you, Doom.
Yay, Doom.
I'm so glad you remember that, because I don't.
Yeah, it's like he came up with a few of the lines like that helped me.
Also, congrats to Doom. He's almost a year without drinking.
Yeah.
By the time this comes out, if
it'll
relapse
definitely
pending, I'll be a year.
Yeah.
I plan on keeping it that way. Thanks, guys.
I was basically watching the opening again. That was made to be my Red Beast.
Mm-hmm.
And I loved it so much, and so I said, you know what? Let's see if this holds up. And so I pulled up the old. The old script, and I'm like, fuck, this still holds up. And like, the problem with like it originally is that I had trouble like getting somebody to like help edit it because I've had so many people offer to edit and then just bounce. So that kind of played into my sabbatical. Doom, it's okay. You were literally not the only one. But I basically
I still feel bad.
No, it's okay. I opened up a fucking bit of a casting announcement on Twitter, like, hey, I'm looking for an editor and audio mixer. if you want to, get some paid work, we could talk about wages and I can ask you some questions. And I have decided whom I want for those jobs, and I will have that announced on my Twitter at Skoringo_tweets, and on Twitch. I'm streaming for every Saturday and Sunday. I'm probably going to do a lot of more Tony Hawk streams.
Oh, yeah, shout-outs to Tony Hawks. That came out.
Yeah, people are going to remember who you are now, Tony Hawk. It's fucking amazing.
Tony Hawk's 1 and 2.
Tony Hawk,
definitely in my top 5 this year for best games, because there's not really been any good games that came out this year. Yeah.
Facts.
Excuse you.
I mean, yeah.
Spinch came out, you asshole. Spinch is fantastic.
Spinch came out, not to mention everything else that came out for the last, 3 quarters of the year.
Didn't
Jordan,
Final Fantasy 7 come out this year?
It did.
Okay.
Jordan, what the fuck are you talking about?
Okay, yeah.
Doom Eternal.
Okay, yeah, but I haven't played neither of those, so it doesn't account for me.
Alright, that's fair.
Play some video games, you fuck. Stop playing Fortnite.
I mean, I don't play Fortnite really much at all.
Stop playing RuneScape.
RuneScape's my favorite year.
I see you on RuneScape all the time. Discord tells me when you're playing.
enjoy
I played
it.
League of Legends earlier. Who are we to judge?
Yeah, I fucking hate
God
League.
damn
League
it.
is the worst game ever made.
I do too. But they keep going back.
Very, very close second to Overwatch. Anyway,
Charles, I'm excited for Fully Coolly to actually be done. I think I kind of remember what I did for that because I think I voiced something in that. But I remember being very hyped to work on that project with you, so I'm glad to see that it's finally coming to fruition.
But yeah, I was saying, like I said before, I'm bringing back Fully Coolly. You voiced Conti, Doom, and I'm really excited for it because I need to release this. And I even have friends look it over and be like, dude, you need to release this. This is actually funny. And I'm happy for that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah.
Yeah. So that was Cell Phone Charles. But
Cell phone
Charles
makes your dreams come true.
What a way to end our beach episode and our season 1.
Yeah, he got
guys.
swept up in the sea.
I did.
I just want to say real quick, thank you to everybody who listened to this dumb podcast that we do. I know we sporadically release it and record it, but life happens. And it's not just it's no. It's not just you. Sometimes I don't have the audio ready for you, and then then you don't have time. So
look, at the end of the day, we're just 4 friends trying to fucking make people that like our shit smile, laugh, and make their day not so shitty.
Exactly. And if that's what happens, then all the power to
we're
it.
not really professional, guys. I hate to break
No, we're not. We're really not.
I mean, clearly, Charles is now talking out of a toaster.
I'm now out of a toaster. I'm
I
sorry.
have a Blue Yeti, all right? I'm not professional. Spit on me, voice actors.
But what I want to say is, y'all better prepare your buttholes for season 2.
Hell yeah, baby.
We got planned.
This will be a fucking good one.
Yeah, what we got planned, it is if we get what we get, the first episode's going to be a deep cut into this podcast.
Yeah, this is going to be
some of you might know what we're saying.
Moment from all
So
of
y'all
us.
better fucking strap in because we're going down the tangent hole next season again, baby. That's going off the rails.
Down the tangent hole, series 2, the 2.0.
All right. Well, I think the only thing left to do is to say, hey, yo, Zoesco, grab that beatbox and play us out, bitch.
Zodio Oskabo.
Zodio Eskimo.
Again.
Nutella Justice.
Did he get sunburned? What the fuck?
He did. Look at him walking. God, he put on some fucking weight.
Oh,
God,
Lord.
I fucking hate sand. It's everywhere. It's in my ass crack.
God damn it.
It's in my nostril hairs.
Why is Zodiac Escobar got a gun?
Oh, God. Guys, let's go. Come on, quick, sit.
Into the sea, into the toaster with Charles.
Yes, jump into the sea with the toaster with Charles. Then we can be together forever.
We live on forever in
All right.
episode 13 next season.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming to the Noisecast. I really hope that you had a blast. Sorry that the fun had to end. And we were just chilling with our buttholes hanging out all in your face. And it's what we do every single fucking week, motherfucker. Yeah, that got really dark really quick. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Bye.